Yeah, yeah. 2-3. Solo D. DWA, we gonna do it like this. Look. Get back to the season, yeah, it's time for 2-3. Miami sportsman on fire, kicking ass like Bruce Lee. Tua hit the weight room and got his tribe on his sleeve. Got some goals on his list that he gotta achieve. Matt D with the schemes, he supplying the dream. Ronald Vick for defense, we bout to hunt for the ring. Buffet boys hit squad, we ain't thinking about Rodgers. Only Hall of Famer we acknowledge this year's Thomas.
Unreal play by Zach Thomas.
Legendary at the crib, what we do is historic. Ain't won a ring in 50 years, but not one season been born. We been steady building up, they been sleeping and snoring. We been repping for that aqua, plus that green and the orange. 305 South Florida, we the reason it's storming. Since we picked up Tyreek, why should our speed been important? Waddle patch, they gon' dance like a penguin when scoring. Running backs, run it back. Old line don't want no sack. They reload in beast mode to protect the quarterback. CBS recorded that, then the world syndicated. Put the league on notice, now they all intimidated. Took some L's from injuries, but now them boys rejuvenated. When they lining up against you, running through you, you gon' hate it. All the fans gon' debate it. Compare and contrast, the same conversation on a different podcast. I'm a Dolphin for life. 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 Who that?
So low, so low, so low, deep. So low, so low, so low, deep. DWA, that's Dolphins with attitude. MSM, that's Miami Sports Music. Make sure you subscribe.
Know the whole city riding. A little early, it's a bit surprising. Business moves, now we enterprising. Switch it up, now we improvising. Go to get in the winter column. Whole squad been trained to go. Fence for life, we throw the foe. Singing this just to welcome bro. To a time, to a time. Time to grind, time to shine. To a time, to a time. To a time,
What's up?
To a time, to a time, to a time. Time to grind, time to shine.
Are you ready?
To a time, to a time.
I am.
To a time, to a time. My intuition told me this. To trust the coach, he holds the gift. He knowing when to go with fit. So we knowing when to switch. This year we got the golden pick. Time to see what that pick about. Bad vibes get sent out. Only fans up in this house. We been waiting, yeah, we been patient.
Love it, baby.
No discount. Super Bowl, yeah, we in rock. I don't know when, but it's close.
70 points.
I don't wanna overhype, but I just know I like it. So excited. League gon' know this now.
Man.
You should know the ride. They say Tua from that rock. Shout out to some more.
I'm just saying.
Time to lay the smack down. You think he Dwayne Johnson. Time to be the people's champ. Hit him with the people's elbows. Stick together like it's Velcro. You think you could stop us? Hell no. All day I dream about sports. I think I need
got
some
five.
custom with some Dolphins colors. Just to let them know we here. Yeah. I know the whole city riding. A little early, it's a bit surprising.
70 burger.
Enterprising. Switch it up, now we improvising. Go to get in the winter column. Whole squad been trained to go. Feel
Love
for
it.
life, we throw the foe. Singing this just to welcome bro. To a time, to a time. Time to grind, time to shine. To a time, to a time. To a
What's
time,
up?
to a time. To a time, to a time.
What is going on, baby? Man, oh man. A 70 burger. Yo. 70 points, cuz. What? All right, I got All right. So a 40 burger is a regular cheeseburger. At 50 burgers, 2 patties. A 60 burgers, 3 patties. And a 70 burgers, 4 patties. I got 4 patties on this biatch. Love it. I love it, baby. We can do this every week. I ain't mad at Victory Monday today. 4 patties on the burger. Shout out to Steak and Shake. I'm not getting sponsored by them, but shout out to Steak and Shake. I got it last night. All ready to go. My kids, it got delivered at like 8 o'clock. They're like, Dad, what are you doing? You already ate dinner. I was like, this is for the morning show tomorrow. This is my breakfast. Nothing like a good old 70 burger, baby. I love it. I got the new studio too, hopping. I see myself on the big screen up here on YouTube. All right. Let me put this down for a second. I'll talk to you guys. I'll finish my burger as the show goes. All right. First things first. Good morning. What happened this morning as I spit food? Could not believe what I saw yesterday. I couldn't. I could not believe what I saw. Yesterday was, I've been a Dolphins fan my entire life. This is Clock Blockers. This is the #1 Miami fan morning show. I'm your host, Stephen D. Let me do the rundown. I didn't even do the rundown real quick. Good morning to my Finlaws and my family. I'm your host, Stephen D. You can follow me on all social media at Stephen D. SKPL. Spread kindness, positivity, and love. It's Victory Monday, baby. You can follow Miami Sports Music everywhere at Miami Sports Music, except on X or Twitter, whatever you want to call it, at MIA Sports Music. I see y'all in here that it shouldn't even be a burger at 70 points. It should be a steak. Look, I didn't make the rules, okay? Hit the like button on your way in. Subscribe to the channel. Make sure you hit the bell notification. That way you get notified anytime Miami Sports Music goes live. Sign up to become a member today. There are plenty of seats waiting at the table for you. Can we get 2 new members to the channel today? I'd love to get 2 new members to the channel. And if you want to donate to the channel, we're taking increments of $7 today to donate. Increments of 7. However you want to do it. $7, $14, whatever they are. Increments of 7. Because for 70. I love it. I love it. A lot to think about. Stephen, don't eat the bread. Man, I ain't never slept as good as I did last night, Chef Shoe. At all. All right. Y'all came to hear me talk about the Dolphins, not see me eat. But they scored 70 points. What you want me to do? I'm saying. Man. All right. Here we go. Let me say this. I've never seen a game like that in my entire life. I have been waiting my entire life for the Dolphins to be this good. My entire life. I've dreamed about it. Hold on. Shout out to Mark Newman becoming a member to the channel. Shout out to Mark. Appreciate it, buddy. Appreciate it, Mark. Yeah, man. It's really, really 70 points. At halftime, Tua was 13 of 13, if I'm correct. Had no incomplete passes. Had 2 tutties. Over 100-something yards. I mean, the stats yesterday were unreal. Tyreek Hill, 9 receptions for 157 yards and a touchdown. Chosen Anderson, 1 reception for 68 yards and a touchdown. Raheem Mostert, 7 receptions, 60 yards and a touchdown. Devon Achane, 4 receptions, 30 yards and 2 touchdowns. Those are all the receiving touchdowns. The rushing touchdowns, Devon Achane, 18 carries for 203 yards. Jonathan Taylor, who? Jonathan Taylor, who? Dalvin Cook, who? I don't know what to tell y'all. Because it was amazing. It was absolutely unreal when you think about it. The Dolphins put on what is easily probably the most 10 touchdowns total yesterday. Raheem Mostert, 13 carries, 82 yards, 3 touchdowns. Tua was 23 of 26, 309 yards, and 4 touchdowns, and over 150 passer rating. Mike White had 2 for 2, 67 yards, and a touchdown. I told you all last week, I couldn't find the clip. It was on Thursday or Friday. I said, you know what? Here's what's going to happen. They're going to kill the Denver Broncos so bad that, yes, we are going to see Tua not play the full game because Mike White's going to come in the fourth quarter and go ahead and finish up the rest of the game because the Dolphins are winning by so much. Did I think it would be 70 points? Hell no. Sure didn't. Did not. Actually, it was 63, I think, at that point. Do you realize that they scored 70 and there were still 8 minutes left on the clock? They scored 70 points and there was still half of the fourth quarter to go. And they could have scored more. As somebody told me, Von Joe, my man Von Joe called me yesterday. As Von Joe told me, using his words, Mike McDaniel shall now be referred to as Mike the Merciful. That's all you got to do. Mike the Merciful. That is his new name, as dubbed by Von Joe. 70 points? Bro, it was unbelievable. Hey, Wayne, man, I'm glad you're okay, brother. I hope you're okay. Cars can be replaced. People can't, brother. I'm glad you're fine, brother. I love you, man. Man, it's I've never seen that. I said that Tua had this in him last year. I said healthy, he could easily be one of the best players in all the league. Mark with a $5 donation. Let's get into it. Barfaloos. We'll get into the Buffalo talk a little bit later. It's Victory Monday. We're going to enjoy this. We're going to enjoy this rest of this 40, 50, 60, 70 burger. 4 patties. Yep. Sure is. Sure is delicious. I like it. I love it, man. BitBop said, Stephen, be prepared to cheer them in paradise. Oh man. It's unreal. It's unreal. I've never seen it. Never seen it. Absolutely amazing. All right, here we go. It's Victory Monday. The Dolphins are easily, Paradise, Nevada. Hey, man, I texted Big E from Dolphins Talk, former Miami Dolphins NFL Fan of the Year, good friend of mine. And I said, Hey, bro, that room still good in Vegas for us? He said, yep, we're still roomies for Vegas in February. I said, let's go. I already got my room booked for Vegas. Oh, yes. I will be going. I already got, it's going to be crazy. It's going to be crazy. All right. Real quick. I want to give a big shout out to somebody. This weekend, I'm in Mississippi. I just moved to Mississippi. It's a new house. And I really, my wife's family is here, but I don't really know anybody around this area. So about 3-4 hours away, 3.5 hours away, is this amazing listener. And his name's William Perry. And you guys know him in the chat. He's in there all the time. William came to my house on Friday. Was supposed to be there at 2, ended up being there at 10, but we're not going to talk about that. We're not going to talk about how late he was. Was supposed to be ended up coming on Friday night with his daughter, lovely daughter. My daughter and his daughter got along great. And helped put stuff all up, do stuff to the house, put up the TVs, stuff that I'm just not good with. Inclined person when it comes to doing, hammer, nails, all that kind of stuff, drills. I'm not that guy. But William was gracious enough to drive the 3 hours and spend the entire weekend with me and hang out with my family. So I told him that he had to come on today. So without further ado, ladies and gentlemen, my brother, Mr. Creole himself, William Perry. What up, baby? I can't hear you. We can't hear you. Where you at? Where you at, man? See, you got you go out and come back in. I love it. Yeah, man, it was shout out to that William watches the show. He's watched it for a couple of years, and when I told him I was moving down to this area, he's like, I'm gonna come and help you. And he was a man of his word, and he came down and helped. And it's awesome, to be able to do the show and meet people and then have people, 160 people watching. Hit the like button, only 50 likes. We need to get 700 people watching today. I'm enjoying my 70 burger, by the way. I'm still eating it. Still eating my 70 burger. It's delicious too. Y'all keep on. As soon as William gets back up here, I'm gonna bring him on. But yeah, I mean, did you guys think that we were capable of this? I knew we were capable of it. I don't know. I never knew. Oh. All right, let me bring in my brother again. William, you there?
I don't know what's going on. For some reason, I can't get these microphones to work.
Well, it doesn't matter. We can hear you now loud and clear, brother.
Steven, it's a 3-hour and 58-minute drive.
All right, so 4 hours. That took
4
10.
hours.
That took 10 hours.
I don't know if you know much about Mississippi, but they pretty much play bumper cars out here or out there. Anyways,
I'm just saying. You said 2 o'clock, then you said 3 o'clock, then you
I
said
didn't show up until 9:30 that night.
7, and then he said between 7 and 8, and then you're like 9. By 7 o'clock, 6 o'clock, I was like, this MFer ain't coming. He ain't coming.
I was trying not to die.
I'm like he stood me up. He stood me up. But you came
never.
through, man,
if I say I'm coming, I might be fashionably late, but I'm gonna be there.
Guys, if you're in the Alabama area and you need work done to your home or especially a new bathroom, hit up this guy, Mr. William Perry. He's the man. He is the man. But thank you for coming this weekend, man. It helped. It helped a lot.
Hey, and no problem. You got a beautiful family, Stephen, and we appreciate all the hospitality. Your wife is a saint, brother. She's fantastic, and her friend Monique. Monique is she gives you all the sheet, but she is hilarious.
I'll pay you later for saying that my wife's a saint. I appreciate it. I like it.
And hey, everybody donate to the channel. Steven's out here living in a shack. It's real bad out here in these streets.
A lot of work. But we're not. I'm not living in a shack. I'm not living that bad.
It's got an absolutely beautiful home, and absolutely beautiful children that we had. Jesse could not stop talking about when the next time we're coming back, and I said, as soon as we get a little time and they get settled in and they get all their, I'm gonna go pick out. I'm gonna go get with them today about the tile for your backsplash and stuff like that. We'll be right back to come visit and do another game and do another weekend.
I love it. I love it. What did you think about the game? Watching the game with me?
I talked to the Fins Tailgate last night, and I was explaining to them, me and you at one point were just standing in the living room with our hands on the heads, not even cheering anymore. We didn't believe couldn't even say anything. We didn't understand what we were watching it.
We're like, what is going on here?
Your wife walked in. Tamika walks in. You should see your faces right now, because we weren't even cheering. We were just looking around what is happening?
I was trying to explain it last night. So last night, after you left, I came down with almost like you look, we've all taken maybe some recreational drugs in the past.
Mississippi's got them all.
Well, if you've ever been high, you kind of stare off into space sometimes, right? You zone out.
Yeah.
Because all the the dopamine is being released from the body, right?
Yeah. I
was high last night. I didn't take any drugs, but I had just I was on all this energy and I zoned out. I'm staring, I'm sitting on the couch staring.
It was written all over your face as I was finishing up the last little bit of stuff and moving stuff around. You could just see that you were in a whole, you were just thinking about contemplating, and then the race was on after that, and you were kind of into that, and then just taking it all in.
Bubba, he almost had the race. Oh, no, he finished third though. He finished third, but I thought I was like, are the Dolphins about to have this historic day, and Bubba Wallace is gonna win? Let's go.
He even took the hit. I mean, he's as hard on himself as any athlete that makes a mistake. And I mean, just how humble the guy was in his interview. He was like, "This is my fault. This is on me." You know what I mean?
Yep. It was so good. But yeah, I mean, I was in a state of shock. 70 points is unfathomable when you look at games. I've been watching games since I was a kid. 70-point games.
It's unheard of.
Games are college football, not pro.
In college football, we see this a lot, but you don't ever see a NFL team put 70 points on another NFL team, no matter how bad the defense is.
I know.
Ever.
The Mad Fanatic, who's a rapper for the Denver Broncos fans, just like Solo D is for ours. Had a big fan group with East 32. Shout out to Mad Fanatic. But he posted on his video yesterday, and he's like, leave Vance Joseph in Miami, because Vance Joseph, defense coordinator there. He's like, just leave him in Miami. He don't need him. Don't even want him back on the plane. You give up 70 points. You give up 70 points in an NFL game. People deserve to be fired.
Well, I mean, I started thinking about this on the way back as I was contemplating what we were watching and just kind of driving and listening. The heat that they put on, not just, I think it was the environment, the fans, the pressure, all that stuff. All that came into one single dismantling of the Denver Broncos. All of it came into effect. And the Dolphins just executed on a level that we haven't seen in football at all. You know what I mean?
Yeah, 100%. The other thing, there was a lot of other things that spoke to me about the game. Devon A-Chain, I mean, makes essentially his debut. I mean, I know he's played, but was essentially his coming out party, right? Jeff Wilson's not there.
He notched up on my believer poll, brother.
Oh my God, 4 touchdowns.
4 touchdowns, 200 yards on 13 carries. 13 carries. Or 8 carries. 8 carries.
It was so insane. It was so insane for them to be like, that, and Raheem Mostert had 4 touchdowns.
Yeah,
8 touchdowns were by 2 of our running backs.
When has there ever been a 10 touchdown game? Not in the Super Bowl era. This is an NFL record.
I know.
We can't count the 50s, the 60s, and all that other stuff because there was no Super Bowl back then. This is now the record. This is the record for the NFL, and it should be said as so in the Super Bowl era.
Let me also. There's so many things I don't even know where to begin. So I'm going back and forth here. Tua Tagovailoa is an MVP in the league right now.
Oh yeah,
he's playing like an MVP. And there will be no Tua slander. There will be no Tua slander allowed on my channel this week. None. I will kick you off my channel if you have some Tua slander. None will be tolerated.
He was 20. Was he 26, 23 of 27 or 7 or something like that?
The man has he is him.
Yeah.
I know that's a joke and that's funny to say, but he is him. And when he is healthy, he's the man. He is playing better than any quarterback in all of in all of football in the world. There is nobody right now that is playing better than Tua Tagovailoa, than Himothy Tagovailoa, than he is him, he uno one Loa. Nobody's playing better than him.
The thing that is most impressive, Steven, is a lot of detractors were talking about, and TD's coming around. We saw it. TD
tweeted last night. He's like, Tua is a
franchise quarterback.
I was wrong. I apologize. He put that up on Twitter yesterday.
The thing that was most impressive, Steven, and we've been keying. A lot of people have been keying in on it. That Tua is reading defenses pre-snap off of the same looks from previous plays to know where guys are going to be sitting. Go ahead.
Bebop, I say we go into Buffalo and tear them apart. We're getting into the Buffalo talk, Bebop, but we on this dub right now. We got to talk about this win. But yeah, finish what you were saying about Tua.
He's reading the defense pre-snap based off of plays previous in the game to know where guys are going to be moving with the same setups. So whenever he's saying, everybody's saying, oh, he's going off his first read. Well, the first read is actually the third read on the list, but he had already used his play, so he knew which way the guys were going or the defense was going. So his first read was already there and open. It's amazing what he's doing pre-snap.
Well, Emmanuel,
and how he's holding players at the defense with his eyes just that split second longer so he can get Tyreek open or Barrios a little bit more space to get the ball to where it needs to go into keyholes. Not just a car length of space. We're talking about a foot, maybe 6 inches. Just so, and puts the ball right where only the receiver can get it.
What he is doing with, there were 10 touchdowns scored.
10 touchdowns, baby.
Tua made the craziest touchdown play.
Two of them.
The no look. I mean, that's out of a video game, bro. A video game. No look.
When he.
Well, the internet monster got him. He'll be back. Internet monster got him. You know who the internet monster didn't get? My man. Oh, wait. Here
My bad.
he goes.
My bad. I hit the wrong button. When he did the first no look pass, me and Steven, or the whole house initially went wild. Kids were on furniture. Me and Steven were we slapped each other in the face by accident giving high fives.
Hey, my wife who's watching said it was an amazing game. It was a blowout at halftime. I predicted 70. My wife did predict 70 at halftime.
She did. She was like, you might get 70.
She's like, we're going to get to 70. She didn't say we could. She said, we're going to get to 70. And I was like, well, let's slow down.
I tell you what, Tamika's got a patience of a high school teacher. She is fantastic. If you ever get a chance to meet Steven's wife, she is hilarious. And she wants to do stand-up comedy as well. So I'm going to take her with me.
Hey, man, get your own wife, man. Take her somewhere else. No. She has done some stand-up. As a matter of fact, she's handing me a ginger ale right now. Thank you, dear.
We had such a great time. It was the even though it started off slow on Friday whenever I got there, me and Steven sat back and drank a couple beers and just, got to know each other a little bit better. And then the next day, obviously I did Will Perry things and just started hitting the ground running. And so we got all this furniture and stuff moved around and TVs put in and everything. And then Sunday was just a culmination of how the weekend should have looked.
I know.
It was like a celebration for your house. That's a house. What a hell of a housewarming gift.
70 to nothing.
70
to 20.
It should have been.
It was 70 to nothing. Who cares?
Yeah, it should have been 70-13.
It should have been that damn special teams touchdown.
Oh, that was wild.
I'm not even going to talk about it because there's nothing bad to say about this team. Tua. Is there a better quarterback in all of football? College, pro, USFL, GFL, your mama's XFL, your daddy's XFL, the Canadian Football League, the NFL Europe. That's not even active anymore. NFL, the Mexican Football League, the Italian Football League. Is there a better quarterback in all of football than Tua Tagovailoa?
I think this is a big FU to everybody that didn't believe in him. And as I've said, since me and Steven met, I've always said to Steven, I was like, man, if you just sat down and had one conversation with him and his thought process and his demeanor, you would understand. And just that this guy has the mentality of an elite champion.
He does.
And everybody, like, even whenever he wasn't playing as great, I always knew that he was going to turn everything around because he's just like that as a person. You know what I mean? And I had one conversation with him whenever I was in Bama, watching him when play, and it wasn't even a short conversation, but being a world-class pool player, whenever I was, it's like it's like a kindred kind of thing. Like when in the conversation that you could feel it coming off of him. You know what I'm saying? Like how good could he actually be?
I mean,
you know what I mean?
Yeah, there's it's unbelievable. Let me bring in another person to this conversation. My brother from another mother. My man was having a good time yesterday down at the Hard Rock. Mr. Jason Sarney. What's up, Jason?
What's up, Steven? What up, boys?
What's going on?
Good morning, everybody.
What's
Happy
going on?
Victory Monday.
Dude, no, it's an amazing victory. Like, I've never had a Victory Monday like this.
It's like a Victory September.
Sarney, you've never had a victory Monday like this either. I mean, you've been a Dolphins fan for your entire life, correct? And
Correct.
to see something like this from somebody, let's not call it an old head, but like an original who writes
No,
about this team.
Jason's an old head. We can say it.
You can say it.
Uh,
I'm more than okay with being an old head, and more than okay with seeing the greatest 4 hours of my football life yesterday.
I imagine that you have so much to write about this week.
Well,
for
you
your,
lead me to a shameless plug. I did just drop Dolphins Weekly, so check your inboxes. And
Good segue.
there will be. Right now. I'm in South Carolina, so I'm about halfway home, and there's going to be a lot of content this week after a lot of napping.
I tell you what, Sarney.
Are you glad that you drove? Are you glad that you drove down there?
I'm glad I was there. Did I make the right decision to drive? No.
It's just, I'm sure there's like a side, because I've only been a Dolphins fan for going on 7 years. I never had a team before then. I was a player fan, and mostly I love my Bama players, Jerry Jeudy, Jalen Hurts, Mika Fitzpatrick. That's why I became a Dolphins fan, was Mika Fitzpatrick and Drake and Kenyon Drake.
It's almost like I believe you're a Bama boy.
I am.
Dude, he's a good old Bama boy, Jason.
I'm being facetious.
He was at my house all weekend, and I learned real quick what Bama boys mean, okay?
And for some reason, I just found myself watching everything Dolphins, and then as I told Steven this, I found Steven's channel just one morning randomly, and for about 3 weeks I didn't even comment. I just listened, and that's where it started. You know what I mean? And the fan base here, even though they at some points have felt dejected and not fulfilled, I enjoy the fan base.
They don't feel like that this morning.
They don't feel like that this morning. Even Pete's like, I still got to see more.
Hey, Jason, let me ask you a question. You're on mute. I see. I'm
with you. I got you.
What was the atmosphere like at the stadium?
Loudest it's ever been. The loudest it's ever been. The most packed it's ever been. Look, the Broncos have orange in their uniform. So when you see orange scattered around, sometimes from afar and with my eyes, because I'm an old head, I can't necessarily tell across the way if it's a Dolphin orange or if it's a Bronco orange. It was 95% Dolphin orange and aqua, from what I could gather, which doesn't really make, it's not a shock. But we're a fan base that has traveling, enemies in New England, in Buffalo, in New York that have brought their fan base. We've seen 50-50 split stadiums, 40-60. This was 95-5 at best for the Broncos. And the atmosphere was exactly what we were talking about last week, was what we were hoping for, praying for, and what I truly believed was going to happen, but I was half off. I wanted a party. I wanted this to be done. I wanted it to be rocking. I called 36-9, and I was off by a half.
Hey, dude, you were off by a half, cuz.
I was literally off by a half.
You were right at halftime almost.
I mean,
me and Steven at 35, whatever. Me and Steven looked at you. I thought the game was in the third quarter or the fourth quarter at that point. And he goes, "No, it's not even the halftime."
I said it earlier in my opening statement. The Dolphins had 70 points with 8 minutes left in the game.
Yeah, exactly.
There was still 8 minutes, and they had 70.
I'll tell you one of the coolest things, and this will never be replicated. I don't think this will ever be.
You'll never see this again.
Well, what the coolest thing was for me, and if you're asking about the moment, one of the greatest moments I've had as a fan was there was literally a chant. There were several chants, whether it's field goal, kick the three. There was so many different chants to go for the record, and there was like a kid and his father was on the Jumbotron. and they started it almost. Like, they were, like, screaming at the camera, like, record. It was going around the stadium. It was going around. And then, typical Dolphin fans, there was a massive cascade of boos.
They booed.
There was a massive cascade.
Did you see what Tyreek Hill said in the postgame?
No, I did not hear.
He said, "What are the Dolphins? What do they want us to do, man? We can't please them at all." Like, jokingly.
Yeah, all right.
No pleasing this fan base.
But it was funny because, like, I'm like one of the people. I finagled my way down to the, as I usually do. I was in a nice little location for the end of the game, and a lot of us are just going crazy, getting the crowd up, chanting these field goal things, and all of a sudden, we just like turned around and like, it's okay, who cares, whatever. He's merciful. They showed some, class. We don't want the football karma gods to be after us, and what Tua and McDaniel said after the game was classy. And you know what?
To be fair, if you're that close to the record and you've already put up 70 points, you might as well go get the record. Now,
I'm going to tell you why I'm very happy. No. I'm going to tell you why I'm happy that it ended up that way, and I'll be fine with this. And I'm going to bring, how I love to correlate other things in other avenues of life or whatever. I love stand-up comedy, as you do, William, right?
Yes.
And one of the best in the business is Jerry Seinfeld. And Jerry Seinfeld would say things, if a comedian is on for 45 minutes and crushes, but then the last 5 minutes is dead, the whole set's almost ruined. So my point is,
exactly,
if Sanders would have, for whatever reason, missed that kick,
Dolphins fans would have been saying,
it would have been a little annoying.
It would have been pitchforks and Molotov cocktails.
Now,
listen,
I will tell you this.
Hold on, my point is Sanders went 10 of 10 from PATs.
10 of 10.
But you know what? Yep. No big deal. But these are field goals. These are actual field goals these days, So he went perfect. He broke a record. And the fact is, he didn't have an opportunity to not accomplish something, which we would have either loved him or hated him. And I think this is good for him because he ended the game as a record holder and perfect.
Well, when we were sitting on 69 points and it was up for him to hit that last extra point, I was like,
oh, shut up.
If this MFer doesn't get us to 70, I'm going to be so pissed.
The thing about it is,
leave us on 69, Jason.
Is we could feel it from the TV that the team itself exuded so much confidence that Jason Sanders could have probably kicked that thing from 90 and been good. Like I mean, that's how confident the entire team was. We thought Chris Brooks was going to score.
There was a Chris Brooks run, his long run.
I know, it was wild.
I will tell you this. I felt the place shake. Like, my body reverberated on that run because people thought that was
might have been the alcohol, Jason. That might have been the alcohol.
I had a 2-drink max, so that was definitely not it. I had to stay hydrated. But don't you take my Chris Brooks reverberation away from me.
Hey, I heard that you jumped into Von Joe's arms and broke his sunglasses.
Yeah, you're going to have to give me half the price for those sunglasses.
He called me up. He's like, yeah, man, Jason, I love him. He ran into my arms. He broke my he was joking, but it was so good. It was
actually a great moment, but I really hope they weren't designer. I don't know how Von Joe rolled.
They were designer. They were definitely designer.
Were they full designer?
Yes. They were like an $80 pair of sunglasses.
All right, I got a lot of cards I'm going to be selling this week. A lot of cards. A lot of cards, Von Joe. I got you, brother. Don't worry.
What is this, bro? No, look, he was on cloud nine driving home. Like, everybody I talked to yesterday absolutely could not believe what we had witnessed. And it was something that for years, Dolphins fans, we've been like, oh, we got, this is the year. This is our year that we're going to do it. Or we have the team. I remember Ricky and Ronnie and how we thought it was going to be great. I remember, those early 2000 defenses with Jay Fiedler and Ricky in the backfield and how we thought that was going to be it. I remember the end of Dan Marino days. And there were so many things like This is, in my opinion, I said this last week and got killed for it. I got killed for it by people in the chat for saying what I'm about to say. I said it last week. I said this is arguably, and now it's even more, arguably better than the greatest show on turf.
It is. It's hands down. The greatest show on turf didn't put up 70 points.
Saying that last week.
I'm sorry.
I mean, look, what was really, really amazing about the greatest show on turf was that they had Marshall Faulk on top of everything else. You know, so Marshall Faulk was almost like Barry Sanders with receptions. Yep. You know, so I think a lot of that heat that you might have taken was like, all right, they don't have Marshall Faulk, but that's unfair to you because you're just talking about, in general, the greatest show on turf. Well, this is the greatest show by surf. Well, and I love this.
Greatest show by surf. I like that. Yeah. I like that, Jason. Greatest show on surf.
I heard a new name for it. It's called the Legion of Vroom, not Zoom. Vroom.
Look, whatever it is, we're all witnessing something historic, personal, amazing. Tua is an MVP right now. And there's no arguing that. Like anybody in the NFL right now tries to say that currently. I'm not saying that. I'm not saying in general. Look, Patrick Mahomes is still the best quarterback. But right now, this year, this moment, nobody's playing better than Tua.
I want to say one last thing, guys, and then I got to get back to business on the road. But this is like a lesson for everything in life, whether it's work, whether it's coaches and their players at every level, whether it's someone podcasting and then someone joining their crew and being a junior podcaster. What confidence does for human beings, when you have a person saying, I believe in you, go do what I know you could do, and you see them doing it to the best and even exceeding their ability, that should tell folks how to handle their business. And Mike McDaniel is writing the book on how to handle his business.
I mean, look, no lies told there. Jason, tell the people where they can find your stuff and all your info.
You could find me on Twitter. My antics are all over there. Dolphins Weekly is my pride project, and Dolphins Wire is where I get the normal regular content out there. And Stephen D, I love you, brother. Thank you for letting me join your platform on Fridays and anytime you want me to jump in. And William, I can't wait to see a set of yours, man. Anytime you're in my neck of the woods or if I'm down by you, I want first row and I want half price on the drink special.
You definitely do. And in fact, I'll comp all your drinks and make sure your tickets is free. You and Steven and his family are more than welcome to come anytime. And I can't wait until Von Green gets up here next month. It's going to be an absolute banger. Like I don't even know. Do what?
No, as long as you don't use me for material, I'm in.
I've been writing material for Dolphins because maybe we thought we were going to do this Dolphins event for Steven. I've been writing materials for Dolphins fans for like a month and a half. So I got
He's got stuff. He's got stuff. All right, Jason, I love you, brother. Be good, man.
Love you guys. Fins up.
Fins up. William, anything else before I let you go? And then I'm going to bring
no, brother. Like,
then I'm going to get the party rolling on people calling in for Victory Monday.
I want to just expand about this last thing. Whenever we talk about history books, everybody had to look up what the highest score in the NFL ever was. Nobody knew it. But they only looked it up because they saw the Dolphins yesterday and was like, oh man, this might be history right this second. This is history in the modern age, the NFL age. This is the record. Nobody who's going to touch it. Maybe one day, but it's not as of for the rest of until that record is broken. The Miami Dolphins own it.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? In every category.
I love it.
Steven, I had a fantastic weekend from you. with you and your family. I love you, brother.
Thank you for helping me and the family get acclimated down here in the dirty South. And,
did you read your guest book?
I did, man. Your words meant the world to me. I appreciate that, brother. I appreciate that.
I'll talk to y'all later today whenever I meet Alonzo. But brother, have a great day. And remember what I said. We all believe it. Me and your wife had a long conversation about how much we believed in you.
I appreciate it.
Now you do it.
I believe in me. I believe. All right, brother. Be good, man.
I'll be later.
All right. Miami Sports Music's #1 Miami fan morning show, Clock Blockers, right here on the Miami Sports Music Podcast Network. Batman says drop that link. I'm going to drop it here in a few minutes, so stay tight. About 5 minutes, I'm going to drop the link. But in the meantime and in between time, let me bring in my co-host, usually of Thursday, because I have a lot of my normal co-hosts that hit me up and were like, I want in today. I got to talk today. So let me bring him in, my brother from another mother, Mr. East 32 himself, Mr. Cameron 954. What up, baby?
Good morning there. Good morning, Clock Blocker fam. Victory Monday. What's up, Stephen D?
What's going on, man? How are you?
Looking fly, feeling fresh.
Man. Hey, dude,
on top of the world.
I had my 40 burger this morning.
Yeah.
I ate my 40 burger live up here this morning. Now I have heartburn. 4 patties, because you get a regular burger for 40 points. So I had to add a patty every 10 additional points. So 50 points, 2 patties, 60 points, 3 patties, 70 points, 4 patties. Had 4 patty burger this morning.
I got a couple things to say. First, thank you to everybody that came out to the tailgate yesterday. We had about 350 people at the tailgate. It was absolutely bananas, but what a wonderful time. Shout out to Mad Fanatic, who brought about 160 Broncos fans from 3 different fan clubs to East 32. We took care of them. They had a great time and showed much love.
Good thing that tailgate's before the game, because it wouldn't have been that fun for them afterwards.
Let me tell you, Stephen D, they were popping off. They were like, man, let's ride. Like the 303 is now the 305 bullshit. Let me tell you something, man. We took their money, showed them a good time, and sent them on the road that ass kicking.
Have a nice flight back to Denver.
Man, that must have been a long ass flight, bro.
Boy, man, I saw Mad Fanatics IG live after the game from the stadium. That was a hurt man. That was a man that was hurt.
Hey, and so shout out to Jason Matheny and Finsticky and Dolph Freaky and Big E especially. I'm sure I'm missing a few people here. Gorilla Luke. Both of the gorillas were out there amongst the fans. But what we've done now,
this guy named Solo D, maybe he was out there.
He was actually on time. You know why? Because I got him an orange parking pass.
Do fly 70 points in Solo on time.
Like when I saw Solo show up at 9:30 a.m., I said,
Hey,
it's a special day.
Real talk. I'm not a betting man, as we all know. I haven't bet since August 13th, 2017. But if I was a betting man, I would have bet a bunch of money that the Dolphins would have scored 70 points in a game before Solo D showed up on time to anything.
You're not kidding, bro. So when I gave him that parking pass, I'm like, bro, you got to be there before 10. He was there at 9:30. I couldn't believe it. I said, something special is going to happen today.
Wow.
And it did.
Wow.
But shout out to Solo, Miami Sports Music, Garbage Man. Listen, what's going on in row 209 now? Like Maria's got her thing down in East 12. Dolph Freaky, Big E, and the company, all the Finn family are in the middle of the row. I'm under East 22. We've got the whole road.
That row 209 is, I promise y'all, is the best place in the world if you're a Dolphins fan. It is in some circumstance, not this year, because this year the product on the field is absolutely amazing. But up until this year, row 209 was a better time than sometimes walking into that stadium to go watch the product on the field. it is nothing but good times and good people and good food. And I love it, man. It's part of the experience.
Listen, Matt Farah posted a really nice post this morning. Sporting the dirty sportswear East 32 gear. I mean, it was cool to look through the stadium and see our gear, like on a lot of people, man. A
lot of people. That jersey's fire. By the way, I saw you guys have a tank top. Need the tank top, sir. Need the tank top.
I ordered more fabric. We got more.
Well, fabric. I need some extra fabric for mine. Okay. Okay, Cameron.
We got you. We got you covered, literally, Stephen D.
Literally.
But then, just to walk into the stadium and listen, it was loud, man. Tyreek got it off, from the jump with that long touchdown, and the place was like, as the kids would say, on fleek. It was awesome. But my second point here is: has anybody heard from Pete? Is Pete okay? I'm worried about you, Pete.
Where's it at? Hold on.
Pete? Go to the nurse's office. Pete, go to the nurse's office.
Pete,
thank you.
Pete, blink twice if you're okay.
Pete, please blink twice if you're safe, if you feel safe. Thank you.
This is a safe place, Pete. You can come up here. We'll still tolerate your Skylar talk. It's okay.
No, we won't. No, we won't. Not today. Two is the MVP of this mother. I'll see. Almost got me cussing.
But you know what? There was two really cool points in that game for me, man. That no look shovel pass.
I know it was unreal.
But in the fourth quarter, and I don't know if you can play it back, there was an all Broward play. Mike White
to
Chosen Anderson,
baby,
and burning Patrick Surtain from American Heritage right down the street.
I know, bro. I know.
So
Robbie
went to South Plantation.
Florida on that play, good and bad.
Dude, Robbie went to South Plantation, which I can hit with my 3-wood and a chip. And American Heritage is another 1.5 miles, 2 miles down the street from my house. Listen, it was awesome to see Broward representing, man. It was cool.
Did you see Patrick Surtain pregame, the shirt he was wearing?
No. Pete, Pete. I'm glad you're alive, brother. We love you, Pete.
He was wearing a Miami Dolphins early 2000s shirt with his dad and Brock Marion and Sam Madison and all them on it. 2 in ears. I love it. I need that too. But yeah, I said this to William. I said, did you there was an offensive lineman, cannot think of his name, for the Denver Broncos in the post game, and he goes, man, I'm sick of this. I've been here for 7 years and all we do is lose. I'm sick of losing. He straight up said that in his locker.
They're all Pro Bowl said that, right?
Yeah, I think so. So
yeah.
I said, man, if they do bad this year, they're going to clean house with almost everybody. They're going to start from the very beginning. And I said, Patrick Surtain Jr. is going to end up in Miami. And I believe it. In the next 2 years, Patrick Surtain will be a Miami Dolphin. I mean, I'm going to love every second of it.
I mean, it's a match made in heaven, bro.
It's a match made in heaven. Come down to South Florida where all we do is win, no matter what, okay?
And his daddy belongs back down here, too, not up there in Tallahassee. Let me tell you that.
Yeah, hey, look, FSU. Hey. Anyways, but
let's talk about that, man. Like, the Denver Broncos traded draft picks for Peyton.
I know.
And he goes on air and throws the former head coach under the bus.
I know.
And is not better than the former head coach. You know what that is? That's karma biting you in the ass.
Facts. And there's a really good clip of him last year on Colin Cowherd saying that Tua will be benched by the end of the year.
Yeah. That Teddy Two
You're right.
Is a better
he
quarterback.
Was right. He was benched in the fourth quarter because they were up 63 on you, son.
That's
what?
Right.
What?
Listen, there is not a person now that I don't think wants to see Peyton go 0-17. Like everyone wants to see that now for throwing that coach under the bus and saying what he did.
I know.
Like he's on par with Belichick in my eyes as the most hated coach.
Well, dude, it's yeah.
Cruz Reeves, thanks, Cruz. I appreciate it, man. We listen, that tailgate yesterday, man, we were it was awesome. Like there was not a person waiting. We had all the food you could ever want. Bartenders slinging them drinks, man. We had all the gear. DJ Breezy and Solo on the 1s and 2s, man. It was a good time. Solo and Mad Fanatic, they did a little rap battle. It was so
they did
cool.
Their song from back in the day.
Oh yeah, they did a rap battle. It was cool.
Yeah, that's dope. Do you want to stay on for a little bit, or do you got to go?
Yeah, I'm good, man.
All right. Well, I'm going to drop the link for the people. All right, ladies and gentlemen, it is Victory Monday. It is an opportunity for you to come on, get up here. I'll bring you all on one at a time, give you all a little bit of a platform. You can say whatever you want to say, give your take, ask me anything, or just give your take of how you feel right now. It is Victory Monday. It is a show made for the fans, by the fans. Clock Blockers, the #1 Miami fan morning show. Hit the like button if you haven't done so already. Donate to the channel, help the channel grow. Can't grow without your help. All donations are accepted. We wouldn't mind $7 donations today for the 70 points that they put up. So increments of 7 is what I say today. But yeah, let's keep them coming. Hey, look, I'm slow and steady wins the race. All right, let me bring in my brother from another mother, from West by God, Virginia. Dude,
yes,
what was your place like, Ryan? Your fan club this weekend?
Man, we had a whole. It was look. It was wild. Everybody was losing their minds. You had people that were coming in that weren't even there to watch football, that were glued on the TV. It was insane.
And that's a good point, Ryan. Like, are the Dolphins much must-watch TV now?
Oh, 1,000% they are.
Like
1,000%. They're must-watch TV. Next week's game is going to be huge. It's going to be probably one of the one of the highest rated games of the season, if not the highest rating of the season so far.
As much as I want to dog Buffalo, and I don't really want to get into the Buffalo talk because I really want to stay on this game for today and get into the Buffalo talk later in the week. Let me say this little caveat. They have not allowed a quarterback to pass for more than 200 yards in the first 3 games. Their defense is stout. They got a good defense. We can say what they want about Josh Allen, right?
Well, let's also remember the last quarterback they allowed to pass for over 200 yards was Skylar Thompson.
True.
Don't get Pete going.
True. Don't get Pete going, Ryan.
Look, I am not impressed at the Buffalo Bills holding Sam Howell and Zach Wilson. And who did they play last week? I don't even remember. I'm not impressed with them holding scrubs to under 200 yards.
Not the league MVP that they're about to face.
No, it ain't going to happen. And Tua had, I still feel like last year's game against Buffalo at the beginning of the season was almost that was his coming out party. He played a damn near perfect game against them last year in spite of the cheap shot that knocked him out for a little while and ended up marring his entire season.
I mean, unreal. What were people? How many people showed up? By the way, Valley Fanatics. If you guys are in the Winchester, Virginia area and you want to go catch a game, the Valley Fanatics fan club is there. They're a group of about 60 strong on a good day, right? 60.
No, on a good day, not yesterday.
But what were people's reactions like when the score started getting into the 50s and then 60s and then we had the opportunity to get to 70?
Look, it got to the point where it was just like laughter from unbelievability. All the Madden jokes obviously kept coming out. Yeah, who's got their hands on the sticks right now? What's going on?
On the Madden sticks, I like it. Somebody's got the Madden controls. Where they?
And it turned to I got to tell you, towards the end there, after Chris Brooks busted that huge run, everybody was sitting in there on pins and needles waiting to see if Jason Sanders was going to make or miss a record-breaking field goal. And then just the flatness in the room of finding out they weren't going to go for it at all. It even took me a couple hours to sort of just like come to terms with the fact that they didn't go for that record.
I understood it. I didn't like it, but
I understood why at the moment. I understood in the moment why. I just didn't like it in the moment. But it took me, a few hours later thinking more and more about it.
By the way, it is official. Jim Nance and Tony Romo will be on call for the Dolphins Bills games. Bills game this Sunday.
We need to have our former
game. It's game of the week right there.
It is 1 o'clock CBS game of the week.
Name me another game. Name me another game happening next week that is going to be more worth watching.
There's not. There is not.
It's not. And listen, Buffalo defense played really well yesterday, obviously against Sam Howell and everybody, but it's going to be a good game, man.
All right. Anything else before I let you go?
I want to say, actually two quick things. One, and I actually just finally put this out into words on Facebook, just within the last half hour or so. For those that are still angry about not going for the record, just think back to 2007. Think back to when the Patriots had that huge run. And they were blowing teams out every week. They were running the score up. They were setting and breaking records, but they didn't get that one win that actually mattered. And that's all anybody really remembers them for that season is the one at the end of their record. People don't remember that Brady and Moss were putting up historic numbers that year for the most part. People remember they lost the Super Bowl to the Giants. And then on top of that, how many people did that drive to hate that franchise and to hate that fan base for the next decade plus?
Agreed.
From watching them be just bad sports running the score up weekly. So Mike McDaniel not going for the record, yeah, it hurt in the moment. But if anything, it shows a level of class that should help draw in even more of a fan base, especially in younger fans.
Agreed.
Second thing I want to say is F DirecTV. So our our bar this year did not have the NFL Sunday ticket prior to the season. He contacted DirecTV in July and set everything up, and everything went off without a hitch for the first for week one, and of course week two was a primetime game, so the Sunday ticket wasn't utilized for us. But then we show up yesterday, and DirecTV wanted to charge an additional $9,000 to keep the Sunday ticket going.
What?
After already having an agreed upon contract, we ended up having to do some alternative methods to get the game on at our bar yesterday because DirecTV wouldn't turn it on until he paid that money. He still has not paid the money. He has been arguing with them and getting his contracts in order with them to prove that they're just thieving bastards.
Wow. Tell me how you really feel, Ryan.
But yeah, so to hell with DirecTV. I really hope that Redbird Capital, who is the company that Google transferred the commercial rights out to for the Sunday ticket, which is also the co-owners of the XFL. So I'm putting Dwayne Johnson on blast as well for this nonsense.
Oh man, you calling out The Rock?
Hey, The Rock is partners with the company that is letting this stuff happen. So yeah, I'm calling out The Rock. I'm calling out Redbird Capital. Next season, y'all better have something better figured out for how the commercial accounts are going to work for this Sunday ticket, because DirecTV ain't the answer.
Your time has expired.
I love you, Ryan. Be good, buddy.
Love you. I said my piece.
I agree with you, Ryan. Have a good day. Hey, Steven, before you go on to the next, someone just sent me this wild stat.
Go ahead.
Tua in the weeks 1 through 3, the past two seasons, this year and last year, both 3-0. Completion 72, attempts 101, Pass TDs 8, interceptions 2.
Yep.
Identical.
Now let's hope week 4 for this year ends up 10 times better than it did for us last year. Okay. I didn't want to say it, but I have to say it now that you brought that stat out. Okay.
That's crazy.
Got to. All right, let me bring in the next caller. 1, 2, 3, 4 Eps. Good morning, man.
Oh my goodness. Can you hear me, Steven?
I do. I hear you loud and clear, man. Good morning, brother.
What's up, Eps?
Cameron, that's so nice to hear from you, man. And first, I just want to say, Steven, I'm so happy you and your family got to Mississippi safely.
I appreciate it.
And I'm so happy to hear that. I've had a terrible 2 weeks. I got COVID. I went to the hospital.
Ooh.
I've been on all kinds of meds, everything, but that's neither here nor there. But I just want to get up here and say, yesterday was the best day of my life. Even though I've been sick, and I'm still sick, yesterday was the best day of my life. Watching that game with my brother and seeing and what conspired, I still think it's all a dream. I just cannot believe what we did yesterday, and it's just the from McDaniel to Tua to the running backs to the offensive line. I mean, you could just go on and on about who's doing great on this team. Holland punching the ball out twice. I mean, like Ed Reed. I mean, just like you could go over and over of how many good things are about this team, and like I just can't think of a complaint to come out of my mouth this morning. I just can't.
Like I think a lot of Dolphins fans feel exactly like you, Eps. I think we're all kind of, in this state of shock where we're like, okay, what does this look like? How do the Dolphins, and look, there are some things that we could talk about, but why? Because they just put on they just put on this performance that are just like, unbelievable. And even if your issues are related, there's still positive things to come out of those issues. Like,
right.
I can sit here and talk. Look, yesterday, William will tell you, I was ready to lose my mind on Connor Williams. And then he got hurt. And then I was ready to lose my mind on Liam Eichenberg in his snapping. And I was like, let's get a real center in here, Jesus. Right, but what I will say is that offensive line is unbelievable. It's unbelievable. Butch Berry looks like there is no reason for anyone to ever question Mike McDaniel at the moment. None.
Mike McDaniel,
no reason to question him.
What he's doing with motions and lining people up and bringing this guy here, bringing that guy there, it's making defensive backs actually run into each other. They don't know what's going on. The way he is a genius. And I just can't fathom an NFL team putting up 70 points on another NFL team. It's especially with 5 touchdowns on the ground and 5 through the air, you would think a bunch of flukes would happen. It would be pick sixes or fumble sixes. No, that was not the case. It was just pure excellence in every way. And Tua, my God, was I wrong about this guy in so many ways. Like, I've been coming around a little bit, but this has solidified. Tua, the way he was going through his progression, dude, when he no-look shovel pass that to Arcane, I was looking at Tyreek Hill. I didn't even see it coming. And I was watching it on TV, and I'm just like, what they're putting forward is just so impressive. And it's so great to be a part of this. And it's so great to be a part of this fan base. And like, I know we get banter back and forth, and, sometimes, like my brain's been mush this past couple weeks, but like, when at the end of the day, man, we're all here and we're all so happy that the Miami Dolphins just dropped a 70 burger. Like, dude, every time you say that, it feels like a lie. You know what I mean? Like,
it does.
So like,
all right. Anything else before I let you go?
No, I just want to say, man, like I said, man, happy to you and your family. I'm glad. I hope everything works out in Mississippi. I love you, Steven. Cameron, you're always the GOAT, man. I love you, bro. And I'm starting to Jason is starting to be one of my favorite dudes out there. I don't know if he's still listening.
Jason is a favorite dude. He's that guy.
Jason, man.
Jason.
I just want to thank all you guys for the content, everything. I listened to a lot of stuff, when I had in the hospital and everything, and this is surreal, and it's just so great to be a part of, man. And I'm happy to be a part of it with you guys. I really am, dude. I really, really am.
Hey, Epps, man, like life is bigger than football. We appreciate you being up here, and we're glad that you are. And hopefully you're on, the road to recovery from that.
Yeah.
Be good, man. I love you, brother.
Thank you, man. You guys have a great morning, man.
Take care, bro.
Miami Sports Music's #1 Miami fan morning show, Clock Blockers, right here on the Miami Sports Music Podcast Network.
Shout out to Chef Jew and his cupcakes, man, sliding through with them tasty cupcakes Chef yesterday. Jew. He had some red velvet cupcakes he was hiding there, too.
I got to bring him on, ladies and gentlemen. The man, the myth, the legend. Y'all know him. Y'all love him. But I will tell you, I will forewarn you, if there's any Tua slander, you're gone, okay? You're gone today if it happens. I love you. Ladies and gentlemen, Pete's Takes.
Pete!
You love me, Steven?
I love you.
Oh, my God, Cam.
70 blink points. Twice, brother.
70 points?
70.
I'm sure Snyder would have put up 140.
Steven. What stopped us from scoring 77?
Oh,
That's
no,
the complaint
I don't know. What stopped us? 8 minutes left.
The clock.
Touchdown left in the game.
How about the clock?
No, man. Let me tell you guys something. Everybody in this community probably is on it right now. They're on something right now, including myself. We went to the store. They gave us something laced, and we're on it. I don't know. The team is on it. 70 points. I have never seen my team put up a 50. And we're talking 70. Steven.
Ryan Clark this morning said that's like the old FCS versus FBS scores. Like you pay teams to go a Power 5 conference and get their ass kicked and send them on their way in a Greyhound. Denver should be on their way back to Denver. The Broncos in a Greyhound bus.
Somebody in one of the sports shows in the highlights said that the Denver Broncos should be in the USFL. I was like, bro, really?
Can you guys hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you, Pete.
Okay, perfect. No, I just want to come out and say a lot of people have been after me. So I do. This is
what people would those be, Pete? Nobody's coming after you.
The Tuaneers, they're after me. They're actually in helicopters. They're trying to find me. They're trying to scope me out.
The helicopters are out for you right now. The spotlights.
Everything is after me. But
is Dolphin Receipts coming after you? By the way, I love his Twitter. Whoever that is gold.
Dolphins Receipt. Yeah,
Dolphins
those guys are awesome.
Is gold.
You gotta follow Dolphins Receipt the way they be blasting.
I don't know who it is, but it's gold.
But yeah, man. I just want to come out and say, look, we've lived this September before, right? Not 70 points, but a historic September. We've lived this before. So I wrote on Twitter yesterday. I'm like, you know what, guys? This is like the same thing as last year. It's ironic because we went 3-0 last year, Steven, right? We had a historic 6-touchdown performance by the Tua.
Pete, I see where you're going with this. Be careful. As TD Finstock
Take me out if he needs me to.
TD Finstock just tweeted, he said, I'm so sick of all you Tua haters trying to hop on the bandwagon now. I would consult with my fellow Tua family and make a decision on whether we will accept you or not. Be patient, no guarantees.
Hey,
but give
TD Finstock is like Homer Simpson going back into the bushes.
I love TD.
Is TD the new flip-flopper?
Oh my
Bring
God.
TD over here.
He is the new flip-flopper.
He's the newest flip-flopper in the Tuaneer community. Oh, man. I'll be there soon. But again, this is why I might get kicked out, guys, if you're listening. Steven got his rule. But we got to wait till December. Christmas. That's the reality. But
no, look,
we can't take away nothing.
To be fair, Pete, I don't disagree entirely with you. Like, I agree. I want to see it. But right now, it's what we got, right? And it's where we're at, right? And it's fun.
It wasn't crazy. Wasn't it crazy last? I just want to have this debate with you, Steven. It's fun, though. What you mean? Last year was even better. 6 touchdown passes.
This year's
6
better.
touchdown passes in Baltimore on the road. It doesn't get any bigger than that.
I mean, I was at that game. I get it. I understand.
Yeah,
But
that's what I'm saying. Like, even look, if you put the measurables to last year, there was more Tua doubters than this year, right? There was way more Tua doubters last year than this year. Everybody thought by halftime Tua should have been benched, and he came out in Baltimore and shut everyone up. And now, what does he do again this year? He's shutting everybody up.
Hey, Pete,
Only him.
That's the
beautiful thing.
Pete, let me stop you there, and I want to say something. And because I think it's being overshadowed because of the points that this team put up, and it shouldn't be overshadowed. Tua was 16 for 16 with 206 yards using 6 different receivers in the first half. The team in the first half had 138 rushing yards and 35 points in the first half. But going 16 for 16 with a perfect QBR in the first half is something that hasn't been done since 1966.
their first half, Pete, was as good as like 4 or 5 teams that won yesterday in the NFL. Their entire 4 quarters of a game. The Dolphins had better halftime performance.
And I'll say this for my Jets fans
First
out
half
there.
performance.
The Miami Dolphins offense had more yards in that game yesterday than the Jets have had all season. Total yards.
Did we? Hey, I didn't check the stats, but did we have
time for the people in the back, Cameron? I need you to say that one more time.
The Miami Dolphins yesterday in one game had more total yards than the entire Jets team has the entire year this year.
Hey, that's crazy. But let me ask you, yesterday's game, did we have more rushing yards yesterday than the Broncos had total yards?
I think
I have to look that up, but I mean, it sounds plausible.
It sounds 100% plausible.
That's crazy.
305 Sports Babe tweeted this morning. She goes, would somebody please check on Dalvin Cook and see how he is, that he made the right decision to go to New York instead of Miami?
Oh, where are the Dalvin Cook guys at now?
I love it.
Oh, where are the Jonathan Taylor guys at now? Remember, hey, shout out. You guys know I love Color, but remember when Color was like, we got Devon A-Chain dangling in front of the Colts' faces to trade him for Jonathan Taylor. How's that trade when I'm up here telling everybody that Mostert and A-Chain are gonna be good running backs? And I was one of the highest guys on A-Chain.
You're right. You told us.
A-Chain. I was telling you guys.
I hear it under the Skyler talk, but I guess you told us.
Steven, maybe by December I'm a Tua-neer. It's gonna take Tua to change me into a Tua-neer.
You know what?
Right?
That's fair.
But I'll take it, Pete.
Hey,
Pete,
but at the same time,
but you better go with that same energy in December if he's doing it.
I'll tell both of you guys, man. In my fantasy league, I picked up A-Chain. I picked up A-Chain in my FanDuel and my ESPN fantasy yesterday.
You're not gonna believe me, dude. I had A-Chain on my lineup as well, and the quarterback busted my lineup with his garbage receiver, dude. And I only played him on like a few lineups with the same Desmond Ridder and Kyle Pitts crap. It did not work. It was allowing me to get Keenan Allen, Justin Jefferson. I had so many expensive players, and they busted too. Man, yesterday should have been a victory on my lineup.
49 points.
You know who else I played? I played Chris Brooks.
Chris Brooks he did it. Hey, anything else before I let you go, brother?
Steven, this is it. This is a beautiful way to win. I'm not gonna lie. You were right. This is better than last year. I got to be honest with you.
It is better than
the Baltimore. It seems real because honestly, I you know me. I have low expectations with this team.
I wasn't there, and it was still an out of body experience to witness that.
No. It was amazing. I could not believe every touchdown. Like I think you said earlier, like at some point, dude, we got a kick return touchdown on us. Did you guys feel anything off of that, or were you?
Real talk. I was like, nah.
Who cares?
Whatever.
Yeah, there was nothing. You guys ran it back. I'm still celebrating the Mike White Robbie touchdown. I'm still celebrating that.
I am, bro.
It was crazy to me.
Broward
Look,
County.
you guys have a blessed day. Beautiful day. 3-0.
Pete, I love you, man. Don't let these people come after you, man. Don't let them do it.
No, I was trying to have a Tua haters huddle up debate space today.
Nope, can't do it. Nope, no Tua hate will be
I
tolerated.
had to cancel that. So Tua shutting up the doubters. Steven, Tua-neers. Let me tell you guys something. Tua-neers are right. Tua-neers are the guys winning. Tua-neers are up. They're 3-0. Let's just be honest there. The two doubters like myself were on hush mode, enjoying the ride in the train on the back while you guys are just up there in the front.
I love you, brother. Be good, man.
Blessed day, fins up.
Take care, bro.
You gotta give Pete his props on that. He shut me up. He shut me and the rest of the two haters up.
He's a Dolphins fan.
Hey, look, that takes a lot. That takes a lot. All right, let me bring in the next guest. He got his glasses broken yesterday, and we told Jason this. And Jason said he's going to give you some cards, man. You got some cards coming in the mail. Von Joe, what's up, baby?
What's going on, brother?
What's
Can
up,
you hear
man?
me fine?
I can hear you loud and clear, my friend.
Cameron, you can shake your head all you want. Listen, Cameron was apparently he's upset of me at my pictures at another tailgate at the show.
Oh, were
But
you
here's
cheating on us?
So, Steven, did I not call you up to see if I could get orange passes to get over there?
So
Did I not?
I actually didn't text you back.
Hey, you could have. What did I tell
Hold
Steven?
on, wait, Cameron, wait.
What did I tell
Steven? What?
No,
Steven
I don't know.
No, I didn't want to hurt your feelings, but Cameron had texted me, and I'll say it now since you brought it up. You put this on yourself. Cameron said, "Tell his broke ass to get a yellow pass."
No. Anyways, the guys I ended up tailgating with actually got us some orange passes for the price of a yellow pass, probably. And we had to enter through the west side of the
so you had to? You could have come with an orange pass to the east side.
Vaughn,
No. Hold on. No, Steven,
if
you
had
don't
the will
you
to
understand
join
that.
us, you would have found a way.
I don't think Steven understands how hookups work in this community, but
I don't understand how hookups work.
But
do you not know me?
It was hold on. It was a orange pass that we got, and orange pass.
You could have come on the east side with that orange pass.
Still could have. Von Joe, are you in a wheelchair?
Steven, I don't think you understand.
No, but you have.
And
legs,
I don't think
right?
Cameron is. I don't think Cameron
your legs.
is. No, I was not. No. I'm
your
going to be
legs
very
go
clear.
1 foot after another, right? You have shoes, right?
And it was not going to trek all the way to the east
side.
No, not where I was at. I was not going to do that. I asked how to get over there, and they showed me on the map. I said, I'm not doing that. I'm already a couple beers in and a couple shots. No,
you could have drove over the other side.
I wasn't driving.
Cameron.
Bajo, all I gotta say is the real fans on Road 209, East Side. That's it.
Hey, listen, I had a great time regardless. Then when we got into the game,
did you go to West 25? At least tell me that.
West 25. I was with Tony, Alex, and his crew.
I don't know who that is.
Yeah, but it was on the west side. Probably was West 25 in that crew. With Drew, they had the DJ out there. It was a nice vibe.
If it was West 25, I'll allow it.
Okay. Because he said he knows you guys at East 32, so
everybody knows East 32. It's the most famous tailgate in all of Hard Rock.
He's been over there, but Batman came over there and pulled up on me.
So Batman used his legs and walked over to the other side because I know he was on Route 209.
Batman came over there right before we went into the game because I think his ticket was on that side of the stadium.
So excuses. Okay.
But no, it was a great time. And I'm not even gonna focus in on Tua. We know he's having a great year, and I hear people for the two of this and two of that. But literally, I've never seen our offense look this sexy ever. And I said it was one of the times that we actually, and I'm watching the game, and I'm like, we look so balanced. We look so pristine. The motion, this is the stuff I've seen from high-powered offenses at other teams, right? And you said you want this as a Dolphin fan. This is what we crave for, right? So I'm not even focusing on Tua's performance, but our running A-chain, Mostert fighting back Father Time, our O-line that we always complained about, opening holes and gashing them left and right. And people were saying, hey, this could be a trap game. And I said, good teams, there's no such thing as trap games for good teams. If you're a bad team, you dominate that bad team.
No trap game because it was the home opener and it was Denver. Like there's
but here's
way
the thing,
too much on the line for
when
that.
When you're a good team and a great team, there's no such thing as a trap game. You whoop up on the bad teams and you keep it moving. because your talent should supersede them easily, and that's what you saw. And it was at one point where I think when we was at like 56, and I was just like, wow, this is amazing. And we dropped another touchdown. And at that point, I was like at 135. No, I was at 132, roll 13, and I just literally looked up at Seth Zhu and Miss Fins, and I was just like, what am I seeing right now? At one point, I just stood on the side. I just stood at the side of in the middle of the path.
Shout out to Miss Fins who came by. He's 32.
Yeah, shout out to her.
Mudbone
She's
said
amazing.
43 rushes and 28 passes, and we put up a 70 burger.
Bro, it was amazing. It was absolutely amazing. At one point, I didn't understand what I was watching anymore. That's how bad it got. It's like I wasn't fully comprehending. The drive home, I was listening to Kodak the whole entire ride.
Kodak Black?
Yes, I was listening to Kodak Black literally from Miami back to St. Cloud, Kissimmee, St. Cloud, and I was just listening to Kodak, and I'm trying to replay what I just watched and trying to comprehend what I just watched.
Well, my brain couldn't compute it, and it's still on.
I'm at work right now, and I'm still having trouble focusing at work because, again, I'm just like, yo, what really happened? Like, I know I was doing a lot of drinking, I was eating, I was a little inebriated, but what really did I watch? Like, because I know I started sobering myself back up, drinking water, but again, it's still everything is. It's almost like waking up from a dream, and everything is still a little hazy. You still got that little brain fog. That's what it feels like, Steven.
I know.
Yesterday was a little foggy.
All right. Anything else before I let you go, Vonjo?
No, I'm excited.
Don't break no more glasses, and make sure you come to the east side next time.
Brother, literally, I came around the corner, and I was talking to Batman and his girl, and it was my boy, and Jason Sarney, and I was like, "Oh, Stu, Sarney," and he's like, "Oh, Vonjo," and he literally jumped like into my arms, like literally jumped, and my glasses were still on, and it got pinned by his arm, and it twisted, and yeah, that was after
$80
that.
pair of designer sunglasses down the.
And the thing is, it's not even really the money. It's really the fact that those glasses were worth.
They were your favorite sunglasses.
Those glasses were. I'm not gonna find another one. I bought them like 4 years ago. You know when you have a pair of glasses
Make
that you
Jason
find.
feel real bad about jumping in your arms. I want you.
But
to
hold on. Here's the problem with it. It's like it's not the money because one, I got them off a hookup, right? It was 80. It was worth more than 80. But
you and your hookups, okay?
Hey, people love Vonjo. And two, I'm not gonna be able to find them again. I know that for sure. So that's the issue. I'm like, God damn it, man. I really like those glasses. I'm not gonna be able to find them again. But yeah, fun times.
Vonjo,
fun time.
I love you, brother. Be good.
I love you too. But Cameron, I'm gonna try to make it out there for the Patriots game. Right?
Yeah. By the way, he's not coming to fan club weekend, Mark and Cameron, because it's his birthday, and his wife said to make sure he has the weekend off and nothing planned, so he can't come to fan club weekend because it's his birthday and his wife has plans.
I am turning 40. My wife said
to do something.
My wife said, "Hey, take those days off from work, and you could be gone that weekend." So
you know what? What's more important, your wife and your birthday, or the Dolphins and fan club weekend? Where are your priorities at, Vonjo?
It's okay.
Hold on. My priority aligns with your priorities because your priorities moved you all the way from Mississippi. So I don't know what you're talking about.
and he missed the game. You tell him, Vonjo.
Bro, Solo and Cameron were like,
Vonjo, word of advice. Start panhandling for your Orange Park and Pass now for the Patriots game.
So the Patriot game, I'm gonna try to be out there because I heard that last time I was at a Patriots game at East 32. There were some delicious lobster rolls. I don't know if lobster rolls are going to be on the menu this season as well. So I might have to make a trek. So if I enter through the west, through the hookup again, I could drive all the way around.
No, you just come on the turnpike through the east side of the stadium.
No, Cameron, I'll explain to you what he means by the hookup for that side, why he could get in on that side.
He can get in on that side with an Orange Pass.
Yes. So
we'll talk offline.
We'll talk off air.
All right.
Clearly, everybody's here, and Cameron is just
going over his head. I got you. I'll take care
But
of
yeah,
it.
man, it was an amazing game. It was an amazing time. I am so happy because Stevie, I was almost didn't make it out there. Thanks to my brother that we caught some tickets, went out there.
Then you saw that I
and
wasn't coming. You're like, now I'm gonna go because Steven's not coming.
So that too. So
you know what, Sponjo, I love you, man. Be good.
Hey, love you guys. Fins up.
Fins up. Miami Sports Music's #1 Miami fan morning show, Clock Blockers. Who's playing that music? Oh, that would be me and my Philippo said, Cam, how can I get access to Tailgate for the New England game? He wants to know how he can get to the Tailgate, Cameron.
Man, let me tell you something. What you do, download or go to www.tailgreeter.com. Search East 32 Dolphins Tailgate. And then you can just go from there to join the fun, man. It's easy as 1, 2, 3. You can download it free on your Apple or Scamdroid.
Crapple.
Scamdroid voice.
Crapple.
Device. Anyway, whatever you're using, even if it's whatever. Just download it.
You can download Tailgreeter or go to the tailgreeter.com, Philip.
Even if you got a Cricket phone, it works.
Yeah. Eli Crapple, Steven. You're right, Gabriel. Eli Crapple. I still feel that way about him. Just totally do. All right, let's go on to the next guest. Who do we got here? We got my man Todd. Good morning, Todd.
Good morning. What a wonderful day it is.
It is a beautiful day in the neighborhood. Another beautiful day. Won't
I
you
tell
be
you
mine?
what, like I brought up to Miss Spence this morning, we're living up to our song.
We are. Miami has the Dolphins, the greatest football team. They put up 70 points, which we have never seen. They were in the air, they were on the ground, and us fans were not in control.
When's the last time?
Miami, man, we are saying Super Bowl.
When's the last time a team has led both in rushing and passing in the same season?
Don't worry, we'll wait. I don't know. What's the answer?
Well, we are right now. I don't know the time before.
Hey, man.
We have over 500 yards rushing this season and over 1,000 yards passing.
Hey, man, look, it's what we're doing right now is something I've never seen. And the funny part is, we have some injuries, right? And the next man up mentality is really stepping up. Teron Armstead was out for the first 2 weeks, right? And
Kendall Lamb
came in and he stepped up, right? Connor Williams goes down, although we all know how I feel about Connor, but Liam Eichenberg, not that he did great, but correct me if I'm wrong, Tua's been sacked 1 time in 3 games.
He's been hit 4 times.
That's it.
In 3 games.
And the one thing that I know that we all said as fans were like, man, if this offensive line can just make sure that Tua stays upright and not get hit, and Tua can make sure that, he gets rid of the ball in a timely fashion, like we can really do some things. And he's doing it. And the offensive line is a big part of it. It's a big part of it.
They're doing that, but they're also opening up holes for these backs.
Oh, yeah.
These backs are running.
If you want to see some really good videos, Brian Baldinger and Emmanuel Acho on Twitter have some really good videos up there about the O-line and the blocking that is coming from them. And there are some videos and even steal shots that I've seen. There was a run that I think A-Chain did, and I think there's 5 Denver Broncos on the ground.
Yes, I saw that picture.
Devon A-Chain.
It was the 63 or 69-yard run at the end, and I looked at that picture from behind. They're all laying there. It looked like they've all been trucked.
It's unreal. It's unreal what's going on. That team right now is, yeah, man, it's great.
Dude, they were playing games with the Broncos. No look touchdown pass. They were just having fun. You see Tua on the sidelines having fun. Tua was leading the Congo line in the end zone.
Hey, don't kid yourself. And don't kid yourself. You don't think that McDaniel was doing that on purpose. Listen, like that's a team that he grew up loving. It was a ball boy.
Oh, yeah.
They would not give him an interview for the head coaching position.
Yeah, I agree with you 100%. Butch Berry, he made sure nobody came close to Tua, and he was opening up them holes with that O-line. I had them ready for that game.
And how good was it? And this is where we are with Teron Armstead, to see him start and finish a game uninjured.
Oh, he didn't finish the game, but he got to take a nice little rest break at the end of the game.
Exactly.
Because he didn't have to play 4 quarters.
100%. Like he finished without an injury report.
Man, and let me tell you something. He balled out when he got in that game. Them holes that I could have run through.
He's just a large human being.
I just can't wait for Ramsey to get back and watch our defense just take that next step. We only gave up 13 points yesterday. The defense.
So, you know what? If there's one thing that we could pick on this team about yesterday is that they gave up some really deep balls, pass plays to Russell Wilson.
Yeah. But Russell's always been a good deep ball thrower.
100%.
But the thing is, Apple's out with Apple had a concussion. So now I'm wondering if Smith is going to be coming in. Cam Smith next in line.
I don't know. I personally, I'm not a huge Eli Apple fan. He's a adequate professional, I think, at this point in time in his career. I love where Tater Kahoo is going with his career. And you're right, Cam Smith is getting more run at practice, and just like Devon Achane, you'll probably see more of him, more snaps during the game.
I'm telling you, our secondary is so good, man. And Javon Holland, he's playing all pro level right now. He misses a tackle, doesn't give up on the play, turns around and punches it out for a fumble.
Man, that was a hell of a play too, because they got beat on that side, but he didn't finish the play, and Holland came around side of him, and I was sitting right in front of him and just smacked that ball right out, man. It was awesome to see.
Yeah, this is a whole different feeling than last year. We haven't trailed since the first game. The last 2 games we haven't trailed, and I haven't even felt worried about either one of them.
Yeah, I mean, look, it's when you have this type of comfort in knowing that, hey, look, here's the best part. Between the Baltimore game last year, the LA game in week 1, and this game, the Dolphins, we put up points. And what's so funny about that is, I remember last year people were saying after the Baltimore game, this will be his only game like this in his career. He'll only do this once. Nah, man, Tua does this. This is what he does. He puts up points. And I love it. I love watching it.
And honestly, even if you get the ball back with a minute left, are you worried if Tua has the ball in his hand with a minute left in the game? I'm not. I have the confidence he'll take us down and get us in scoring position, put it in the end zone.
100%. 100%. All right, Todd, anything else before I let you go, buddy?
No, but I'm just happy you're settled in Mississippi. Man, I know you were kicking yourself for not being at the game. You were supposed to go.
Well, Solo and Cameron were making sure I knew that I was kicking myself in the game.
And Cam, trust me, when I get down there, your place is going to be the only tailgate I go.
Man, we can't wait to see it, Todd.
Hey, you all have a good one.
All right, take care, man. Fins up.
Take care.
All right, we got a few people in the background here. Let me bring on the next guest. I'm going to bring this person on first because I know he's working and he's only got a limited time, and I want to make sure I get him in. The Postal Man. Wait a minute, Mr. Postman. Yay, 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 Mr. All right, I'm not going to sing. I'm not going to do that to you. What's up, Batman?
What's going on, everybody? Good morning. What's going on, Cameron? Steven. Shout out to Cameron holding it down yesterday.
That headband does not look government issued, but it does look DWA certified.
They can't tell me anything here at work. They can't say anything. And
ain't that the truth? I wore my sweatshirt to stop. I must have been stopped 3 times today. Went to Miami airport. People are looking at me like, fins up, man. You're getting that all day, aren't you?
Yeah, like everybody at work is like, "Oh, you're wearing it because we won." No, I wear this when we lose or win. Last year when we were losing games, I was wearing my headband, my headband here at work, the bandana. But nah, look, it was awesome, man. It was a so real experience. I mean, even the tailgate, like like meeting Cruz. Cruz came down here for the first time from Philly. Uh, that was awesome. Color with the Tua shirt, like it was just beautiful. Like seeing everybody, and then like game's over. It's like pinch like let me pinch my arm. Is this real? Is this what are we? What did we witness? It was like the girlfriend's first time tailgating, so she had a blast, and we went to take a nap. I woke up. The first thing I looked at her and I said, "Did the Dolphins really win by 50 points?" Like it was just one of those
you
things.
had to
like,
pinch yourself. You're like,
yes,
okay, this wasn't a dream, right? This really
yeah,
happened.
this is real. This is real. Like we won, and then like I went back and I saw the whole game last night. Like I was till like 1:30 in the morning just rewatching the game, and I was like, this is unheard of. But look, credit, man, to the Dolphins putting in the work in. I'm happy for this team, man, and we're going places. I don't fear nobody. 1 week at a time. We got Buffalo next week, and hopefully we have a statement game in Buffalo, because I think Color said it best last night. I said we go into Buffalo, we beat Buffalo. Now we have a 2-game lead in the division. And now it might come to them at the end of the season having to a must win here in Miami, and we're gonna see how that turns out for them in Miami. So we have to go. This is you could argue probably of one of the most important, if not the most important game of the season. You have to go capitalize. You'll have a 2-game lead in the division if you beat them, and I'm doing it. I'm going all in. McDaniel bring all no stops. Hey, come out firing, guns blazing, defense stepping up, getting Josh Allen. It was just a chain, 200 yards plus. Like it was just a coming out part. Everybody, like, look, don't get me wrong, Steven. I heard you say it today too. We had our issues with Connor. Eichenberg came in. Listen, I was scared. I was sweating when Eichenberg came in that game. But look, we gotta pray and hope. Phillips is healthy. We gotta pray and hope Connor is healthy. I believe we got one more injury. Who was it? Craycraft. Yeah, prayers up to the 3 of them.
You all know how I feel about Craycraft. I love him.
Yeah. Did they say what it was? Because it looked like he broke his shoulder, separated his shoulder.
Out of the 3 of them,
even if it's a separated shoulder, he should only be out 4 to 6 weeks.
I mean, they took him out and they took him to the back real quick. We were watching it, man.
I saw it this morning. They put it on Bleacher Report what the injury was. I just forgot what it was. But out of the 3, he's the one with the most serious injury.
Yeah.
Who? Craycraft?
Craycraft.
Phillips had an oblique injury.
Yes. But I mean, look, hey, 1 game at a time, man. Listen, man, it might have been the greatest game I've ever been to in my life.
It was good seeing you out there, Batman.
It was awesome, man. But yeah, appreciate it, Cameron, with the hospitality, holding it down. Solo D after the game. Man, it was awesome, bro. But yeah, fins up, man. We can't wait.
Breaking news. The Dolphins just scored another touchdown. Shout out to Flipside Fishing.
Everybody, fins up. Have a blessed day, everybody. Victory
Hey,
Monday,
guys,
man.
go check out Finsaholics.
Out there, Batman.
Go check out Finsaholics on the YouTube channel, Finsaholics. Make sure you hit the subscribe button and go watch Batman's channel. It's an amazing one. He's got great content, and he's got great Twitter spaces. So make sure you go check out Batman.
Appreciate it, guys. All right, everybody have a blessed day. Fins up,
all right, brother.
Monday.
Be good, man.
Be safe.
All right, let me bring on the next guest. Cameron, do you want to bring this person on?
Hey, man. So, this next guest, man, he's an integral part of East 32 Dolphins Tailgate. And for all of us that live here in South Florida and listen to local Latin music radio, will know him as DJ Breezy 2 Fly. My guy on the 1s and 2s at East 32 Dolphins Tailgate exclusively.
What up, Breezy? Yo, what up?
All right, you're live right now, right? Where are you live from?
Yeah, we're live right now, 106.7. Actually, I got like 3 minutes before going on air, but I wanted to come out here.
Can we listen to you do a live hit? and then when you finish,
Man,
go back to commercial break?
the thing is that it doesn't work like that. I actually got to put some collars on air right now, so you can see
Okay.
me like put collars on air and hear and then
Yeah,
you guys.
yeah. Let's listen. We want to see you do your thing, DJ Breezy. This is
Well,
exclusive.
right now, this is more of like the behind the scenes right now. A lot of people, if you listen to live music, you would listen to Alex Sensation. He's live right now, so I pretty much produce his morning shows, right? So I do all the behind the scenes. I talk to him. I run the board, the screens, run the phones.
Hey, I want to give out a shout out to Breezy, man, because this man had been on a cruise all week with his honey, living life, enjoying it. He's the hardest
you
working
just
man.
out here cruising, huh?
Hey, but he's the hardest working man I know, and he deserves it. And he got off that ship at the port in Miami and came right down to the stadium to run the 1 and 2s, bro.
Not even.
Like, you told the port master. You said, "Hey, look, there's this game. I gotta be there. Let's go. Get in the port."
Not only did I tell the port master, but the day before the cruise ended, I made sure to pay everything that I owed with their money because the casinos treated me nice in there this weekend. And I told my girls, like, listen, we gotta go to sleep early on Saturday so that we could wake up at 6 a.m. Keep our luggage. We had to. I'm not even lying to you, man. We had the 11th floor, and we had to walk our luggages down because the elevators were so packed. But I made sure to get to that stadium by 9 a.m. to turn up at East 32. If you haven't been to East 32,
DJ Breezy, can you confirm something for me real quick before you do that plug? Is it true that Solo D was there on time? Is that facts?
I'm gonna say this, and I'm gonna tell you with honesty, he was. And I can't even say that with a straight face sometimes because he's always late.
Breaking news.
He's always late. Even to the studio, he's late.
I know. I know this, Breezy. I've been dealing with them for over a decade. Nobody knows more than me.
Man, yesterday, Cameron put the pressure on him. He told him, "Hey, if you're not there at a certain time,
you're not getting in."
Actually, he was there so early that he was able to park next to me. And to park next to me, you gotta get there early.
You gotta get there early.
So he was there. I was surprised.
Maybe the aliens took over Solo's body. I don't know if that's really Solo.
No, he got that on parking pass. It changed. He's a changed man. But Breezy, tell us all how the tailgate went down for everybody yesterday, Broncos and Dolphins fans.
I'm gonna tell you like this, man. This is an experience for everybody, right? I make it an experience for everybody. Cam makes it an experience for everybody with the food, the bars. Steven comes through with the live streams when he's down in Miami. So this is a full operation, right? So we make everybody, feel welcome. At the end of the day, we're humans. This is a game, and we're there to just watch and enjoy a game. But at the end of the day, everybody's human. We treat everybody the same. Everybody feels welcome. Yesterday I was talking to a gentleman from Denver. He says that he's traveled to like 15 different stadiums, and this one right here in particular, he felt like this one has been the best that he's ever been to, ultimately because of the experience, right? Because of the way that people treated them and they felt welcomed. They didn't feel like they didn't feel like if they were somewhere where they weren't welcome. So, that's something that if you're a fan from other teams, and you're planning to travel to East 32, just know that we're gonna welcome you the same way we welcome Dolphin fans, and we're there to have a good time, right? It's the ultimate experience. That's what we do. That's who we are. Shout out to Miami Sports Music, Tailgreeters, of course, East 32. Cameron, you're the man. Without you, this is impossible. You make this happen, my bro.
This show never happens for this long and grows the way we have without Cameron. Cameron is the glue. Cameron is the glue that holds the Dolphin community together. They don't know that, but they should.
They should. They got to come win this. They got to make East 22 just everywhere. We just got to brand it like throughout the whole stadium,
And I hope Von Joe's listening because this is what he missed.
Yeah, Von Joe.
Man, he has no idea.
How dare you?
He has no idea, man. He has no idea. But now,
Breezy,
Dolphins,
where can they find you at? Where's all your info?
at
Like, where can they
DJ
find
Breezy. So we're on Instagram at DJ Breezy2Fly. If you're in Miami or anywhere in the world, you can just download La Música app. You can listen to us right now. And yeah.
And you're live right now. You're producing what show right now?
It's just the Alex Sensation show. It's the Mega Mezcla. That's what it's called. It's
and at 106.7, right?
Yeah, right now the lunch hour at 12 is an urban hour. So if you jump on 12, you'll hear a little bit of everything, kind of like what I do at the tailgate. And it's a fun experience. I'm here chilling, doing what I love.
Can you give us a promo of Miami sports music and clock blockers in Spanish?
Like I can do it better. Okay. I can go to the studio today, record it for you as a drop. And then you'll have it there. As a matter of fact, Solo, if you're watching, we need the recorded jingle. I'll produce it.
He's still Breezy. I'm expecting it. You and Solo. I need that.
I got you. I got you. The next time Solo comes to the studio, that's going to be on the list to do, on the to-do list right there.
Can you tell him to make a song for me too? Because he's supposed to be doing that.
Now you're pushing your luck there.
Do you realize I've been trying to get that man to do a song for this show for like 3 years?
I got you, man. That's easy. We're gonna make that happen. We're gonna make that happen now.
Breezy, I love you, man.
I love you too, bro. Hey, listen, the Dolphins are going to the Super Bowl this year.
Say it again.
All right. The Dolphins are going to the Super Bowl. And if you're in the chat right now, listen to me. We're going to the Super Bowl. All right, so plan your trip. I think it's to Vegas this year, right? That's where the Super Bowl is, in Vegas.
I'm hanging out with Big E. Big E got a room, and I'm his roomie. I'm his roommate.
Hey, does Big E know that yet?
Yes, he does. Yes, he does. I texted him last night, and I said, "Hey, bro, we're still on for Vegas in February, right?" He's like, "You're my roommate."
Hey, listen.
I was like, yes.
Just do this when you go to Vegas, right? If I don't make it by any chance, but if you do, and you go to the roulette table, don't play black or red. Play green. You got to play green. Only during the Super Bowl.
I have not gambled since August 13, 2017. But for all the people that do, go bet green like DJ Breezy said.
Nah, you never bet green, but for the Super Bowl, we're going to bet on green.
You got to bet 0-0. 0-0.
Oh, my God. Can you imagine the Dolphins to the Super Bowl? I mean, they put up a 70 burger yesterday. After what I saw there, and guys, if you really look at the plays, I think we ran like the same 7-8 plays, and we just flipped them around. And this is like the IQ of McDaniels is insane, right, guys? We're talking about a guy here that basically has Tyreek Hill in motion every single play. How are you gonna stop that guy when he's running across the field full speed? And as long as he's not on the line, the guy could just be running back and forth. How do you stop that? You can't stop that.
You can't be stopped. All right, Breezy, let me let you go, man. I got to get some of these other people in the back. I love you, brother. Be good.
Love you guys.
Big love for you, Breezy. Thanks for coming on, bro.
Yes, sir.
That's a hell of a guy right there.
Hell of a guy, man. Hey, before you bring somebody else on, I want to shout out somebody here in the chat. Dolphin State of Mind said he'll be here for the Carolina Panthers game, which is fan club weekend. It'll be my first time at East 32. He says, looking forward to the experience. I want to have my wife and oldest son to have an experience of a lifetime. If it's in my control, I can guarantee that Dolphin State of Mind.
Tell them how to get tickets for that.
Tailgreeter.com, or see our good friend, Mark Angelo, the Godfather.
Either one.
All right, go through the fan club.
Let me bring on the next guest, man. He controls one of a pretty awesome fan club online as well as in person, and he's a handsome man himself, I must say. Ladies and gentlemen, Mr. Papa Paul.
Thank you, Stephen. Good morning, Cameron. How y'all doing this morning? This happy, fantastic, freaking dolphinating day.
It is, man. I'm excited.
Good to see you yesterday, Paul.
I am super stoked. Hold on. Miami J Kid with his $10 donation said, coming to my first East 32 tailgate experience October 8th against the Little Giants. I can't wait. Steven, come through, no cap.
Gonna be fun.
I'll be at all the home games this year and everything. And this is the shirt of the week. All aboard the A train.
Yes,
all aboard the
sir.
A train. I like it.
That's awesome.
Yep, I got them for sale. Yesterday was incredible. I was talking about A-Chain from the time we drafted him, and people, of course, people were like, "Who? What?" And he blew it out the water yesterday.
Man, yesterday was so unbelievable. Just the thought. What was it like? You were there live yesterday, right?
Yeah, I was there.
What was it like there? What was it like being there?
I mean, just the opening touchdown was so loud in the stadium as it was incredible.
Did it get louder as the touchdowns progressed?
The opening touchdown was the loudest, but it was loud the whole time. The opening touchdown, I think, was the loudest, and it was just as loud the whole time, really. My throat isn't sore, but from all the talking I did yesterday, this morning, last night on the trip home, and all the screaming and yelling, my mouth hurts.
I bet. Jason said that the Mike White to Robbie Chosen touchdown, the stadium was shaking.
That was beautiful. It was beautiful.
It was awesome.
Was incredible. Yeah, it was out of this world. Seeing Jason yesterday out there at Tailgate and then at Lulu's the night before, seeing everybody I saw, everywhere, Chef Jew, Dolph Freaky. I mean, I can't even think because the game was just so out of this world. Nothing. I mean, predictions. Everybody's predictions were in the 30s, maybe low 40s, so like 14 to 20, 17, 13, stuff like that. No one even thought about us scoring 70.
If anybody thought that, they need to play the lottery ASAP.
Exactly.
Now, I will tell you, Jason said his prediction was 36-9, and I was like, and he said, "Well, I was a half off. I was off by a half."
My prediction was 31-14.
Oh my goodness!
And the thing was, the first half alone, it was just everything was just crazy. And at the halftime, I called up Dolphin Winners, and we were talking. I said, "You know what?" And I said, "I want to see another 35 points." I said that at halftime, and they gave it to us.
They did. They definitely did. They definitely did.
It was incredible. None of us are going to stop talking about this for all week. No one can say anything.
I think come Thursday, I'll be ready for the Buffalo game. But I'm going to enjoy this today and the next couple of days, probably.
Well, I have my regular show on Wednesday night. I started doing shows on Mondays at 12:30 after the Sunday game.
Okay. I'm
also putting in my post for the Tailgreeter Philly invasion on the show and everything. We got to support that. We got to get up there and show them who we are.
I know I'm bringing the family. I know some of us at East 32 are planning on coming.
Get your tickets now. Get your tickets now. As a matter of fact, we're gonna have a cutoff for the Philly game probably in the next week and a half, maybe 2 weeks. We're gonna have a cutoff. Like we just
Dolphin Winners lives there in Philly.
Yeah.
And he went out last night to the bar with his Zach Thomas jersey on, his hat and everything. And he said people were just looking at him and you could hear them talking about the Miami Dolphins and stuff.
Yeah, I think, as a matter of fact, I think this will be the last week we sell game tickets for that game. Now we'll have tailgate tickets probably leading up to the couple of days prior. But if you want to buy tickets to the game with us, we're probably only going to do that through the 1st, up till the 1st. I think we're going to have.
What's the cost, Steven? Tell everybody how to do it.
So go to tailgreeter.com and or download the app, one of the two, and type in Philly Finvasion, and you will see free tickets there for the Saturday night meet and greet. If you click the drop down, it is a drop down, you'll see game tickets there, and you'll see an all-inclusive tailgate there, and then you also see bundle packages for tickets and tailgate, and you have an upper level ticket option and a lower level ticket option. those must be bought in the next week if you want tickets to the game. If you just want the tailgate, I think we're going to have that up probably up until the week and a few days prior to it. But the tickets for the game, I think they're only going to go till the 1st. So get it now. Get your bundle packages now. It's the cheapest way to go right now. Promise you that.
The best way to go.
Yes, no doubt.
I tell you, one thing I loved about yesterday's game was the balance. The total balance between run and pass. And the fact the defense actually did not allow them to score but 13 points. That other 7 came from special teams.
Yeah.
So the defense was on
I
target.
don't even want to talk about Danny Crossman right now. So I don't need to have that conversation when we put up 70 points. No need to talk about Danny Crossman on a 70-point game.
Well,
But
I
will say that if we don't have another big game next week, I will be talking about Danny Crossman if it comes to it. Don't worry. Danny Crossman is on notice. Anything else before I let you go, Papa Paul?
I just want to thank you for having me on. It's going to be a great game next week. And I'll give you my prediction. It's going to be 36-30. Fins win, of course.
30. I like it, man. I like it. Close game, little high scoring. I like it. Should be good. All right, Papa Paul, be easy, man. Be good.
Peace, love, and fins up, brothers.
Peace, love, and fins up. I like it. All right, I got Robert, Bruce, Cap for Life, Pamela, Eric, and Shake Money in the back right now.
Steven, I'm going to jump.
Okay.
I'm going to jump.
You get out of here. I'm going to bring on all these people one at a time.
Yeah, you got to bring on these people and let them have their fair share. But I want to just say thank you for the platform. Thank you for all the support of the great Fin fans here all off season up until this 3-0 start and moving forward, man. It's going to be something else, man. We're in for a ride, bro.
All right, man. I love you, Cameron. Be good, man.
All right, we'll see you Thursday.
Yep, sounds good. Hey,
right.
Both of you?
I don't know where the hell Tamaris is. I got her picks, number 1. But number 2, shout out to Tamaris. I can't remember what day it airs. It might be tomorrow or Wednesday. But she's on
MTV.
MTV.
Yep.
I think it's Shore something.
It's Jersey Shore All-Star cast or All-Star
right.
Jersey Shore.
Jersey Shore All-Star. She's on there. Check her out. Tamaris Sepulveda. She's tearing it up, man.
I'm hoping that see if you can get her on for Thursday.
Will do, bro.
All right, love you, man. Be good.
Peace out.
All righty. Let me bring on. I'm going to get all of you on, so just be patient. I'm going to bring all of you on. You're going to have your moment in the sun this morning. Robert. Good morning, Robert.
How's it going, buddy?
How are you, man? What's up?
I'm doing all right. I am all over the place, but that's not a bad thing.
Hey, real quick, like Andravia said, go vote for Tua for FedEx Air Player of the Week and A-Chain for FedEx Ground Player of the Week. Make sure you go do that. Andrevius told you to do it. Andrevius said if you don't do it, he's going to come find you. You don't want Andrevius to come find you, okay? It won't work out well for you, okay? All right. Anyways, go ahead, Robert. Sorry.
You're good, man. You're plenty good. Friggin' that game was something different.
It was. It was
very much was something different. Did you look at the passing stats at all right now?
I have them right here in front of me. 23 of 26, 309 yards, 4 touchdowns, no interceptions, no sacks. Mike White was 2 for 2 for 67 yards and a touchdown.
I meant for the season overall.
I do not have the season overall in front of me.
So, interesting tidbit. Tua has 121.9 for passer rating.
Mm-hmm.
That's the highest in the league for anybody with more than like 2 passes. Right?
Okay, yeah.
Next closest person is 112.9.
Wow. That's
and
a big difference.
It's Justin Herbert for it. So like it's a little nuts and insane. But like
I'll be honest, what Tua is doing in this offense, I mean, in my opinion, maybe Kurt Warner did it with the greatest show on turf, but like I know we haven't seen it in the last 15 years.
We haven't seen it in the last 20 or 30.
Yeah.
Like
We haven't.
It's been a minute. Friggin',
and it's unreal. And
you
two
can all-
was the reason, right?
he's a big part of it.
Yeah.
You have to give McDaniels a huge part of it as well.
Well, McDaniel saw what Tua had and brought it out of him.
Yeah, but I mean the play design is
I know.
the
motion, the pre-snap motion. It was funny. Somebody wrote a tweet yesterday, and I thought it was very accurate. And I apologize. I don't know who wrote the tweet, so I want to give people credit when they tweet something, but I can't remember who did it. But they said it was like, people, the haters always said, well, he can't do it without Waddle, and he couldn't do it. He has to have two wide receivers, Waddle and Tua. He can't do it without either or. So Waddle goes out yesterday, he still throws up the numbers, and now some of them were saying, well, imagine if he didn't have Tua either. What? Keep moving the goalpost, right? So look, I mean, yes, Tua Cheetah definitely makes things different on that field and opens it up. But I'll be damned if the rest of the wide receiving core isn't doing their thing too, and that's a fact. That is a fact. So, I mean, Robbie Chosen yesterday, I didn't even know he dressed for the game, and he comes out and has a decent performance, man. And it was great,
Yeah, I can't complain about Chosen's performance. Two other stat tidbits. So we all agree Mahomes is the best QB in the league, and I don't think that's even up for debate, right?
He is the best quarterback in the NFL. Now, Tua is the best quarterback right now, currently, this year in the NFL.
I'm be very clear on this. I believe Pat Mahomes is the best QB in the NFL, period. I'm still not convinced otherwise of that.
And that's fine. And I don't disagree necessarily with you. But right now, this year for 2023, there's nobody playing better than Tua.
That's fair. I'm not even going to argue that point.
Yeah.
I just wanted to point out a stat real quick. Actually, a couple of them. Mahomes' passer rating is 99.5, and his pass yards difference is 250 yards difference.
Okay.
With one less touchdown.
That's it.
It's freaking hilarious to me.
I mean, dude, Tua is an MVP candidate, and it's.
I don't think
legit.
he's a candidate. I think he's the leader right now.
He's the front runner right now, 100%.
And it just makes sense. And then you got
now. To be fair, and I want to be fair to the rest of the fan base. Yes, I get it's only 3 weeks. Yes, I get we did this last year. Yes, I do understand what happened in week 4 last year. But
we didn't do this last year.
And I don't think we had the run game to complement this way. And no. I think things are better. I just think things are different and better this year than they were last year. And they've evolved. Tua's evolved. The game planning is evolved. Everything. Like even Tua said in the post game, he said something to the effect of, about McDaniel's play calling. And he's like, he's just getting the plays into me a lot quicker this year than last year.
No, I don't think it was McDaniel getting the plays in quicker. I think it's Tua said he wasn't pleased with how fast he was communicating them when he went to the huddle.
Yeah.
So he worked on his piece of that.
And he did. And the one thing I can remember saying in the preseason this year and in the training camp was, hey, what I don't want to see from the Dolphins is the clock get down to 4, 3, 2, 1, and they're just then going up to the line of scrimmage. These guys are ready at most times with 9 seconds on the clock, 8 seconds on the clock, and they're down in the 3-point stance ready to go. And that to me makes the world of difference, especially when you have pre-snap motions.
Yeah, like the preset motions are changing everything. It's just absolutely nuts. And it's absolutely insane with what they're doing and how they're doing it.
Yeah.
Devon H, like the reality of everything is how do you defend this? How do you sit there and manage it? If you're the Bills, how do you stop it? Because we've shown we can throw for about 400 plus yards on you fairly easily. We've shown we can throw or run for 150 yards fairly easily. Mm-hmm. Well, what's your poison? And if you try and do both, you just leave Smythe out of the backfield.
We are
I
not
mean-
just a passing team. We are a running team. We are well balanced. And that's a beautiful thing. All right, Robert, anything else before I let you go, buddy?
No, man, you're good. I understand. Yeah, I get to others.
Hey, Robert, I love you, man. Thank you for coming on, man.
All right, but have a good one.
You too. All right, Miami Sports Music's #1 Miami fan morning show, Clock Blockers, right here on the Miami Sports Music Podcast Network. Pamela, good morning, Pam. Where you at? Where you at, Pam?
Here, I'm right here. Hello.
Okay. What's going on? Good morning.
What's going on is I'm just high as a kite on this team. Just so happy. It's a full-on happy high, right? Like I'm just I'm not on drugs or drinking, people. Just that's a little one of those little disclaimers, right?
That's what
I was already told this morning I sounded intoxicated.
Well,
and
it's funny. I was saying this with William on the show this morning, that there was a time yesterday as the game was over. We're probably an hour after the game, and I'm watching the race, and it's not down to the final, 100 laps left. So the race is kind of still in the middle. It's still in stage 2 of the race, and I'm just sitting on the couch, and I'm like just zoned out. And my wife's best friend, who's here till tomorrow, she goes, "Steven, you look high." And I didn't do any drugs. I don't take any drugs. And she's like, "You look high right now." And I'm like, "I feel high right now." And it was just, I was so pumped up during the game that when I finally sat down, all like the dopamine was just, it was like coming off a high, but also it was weird. And
it lasted, right? I kind of just walking around wide-eyed going, did that just happen? Did I dream that? That's pretty awesome.
I was high on hopium. I was high on hopium, and it was a beautiful feeling. Okay.
Yeah.
And if you guys need your own supply of hopium, just go back and watch the game yesterday, and you'll have plenty of fix for opium. Okay.
I had goosebumps in that game when Tua did the shovel pass, like the no look. And I mean, like he actually was looking at the defender. That look on his face was just, I mean, I came unglued on that. It was so unreal.
I said to my buddy, I said, or to William, I said, that's the best touchdown. That will be on every single sports channel tomorrow. That's how great that play was. Every single channel.
It was interesting because I went into a Barfalo space on Twitter just to hear what they were saying. I was just going to stay down and just listen. And the minute they see me, this one guy who I don't know him, but he said that I always go in there and run back to Dolphin spaces and talk trash about them. I don't go into Barfalo spaces. That's probably the second time ever I've been in there. And I talk trash about them without the space. And I just thought it was odd. Hey, Chef, I just thought it was odd that they have absolutely no thought in their mind that they could lose Sunday. And I definitely don't sit there with a guarantee of, oh, we're going to win them and score 70 points. I don't think that. Could it happen? It could. Possible, not probable, but
real quick, a NFL and college football insider for the Tallahassee Journal and the Bad Boy of Scoops podcast, featured in multiple publications, named Justin Cohen. He's on Twitter at Bad Boy of Scoops, SCOOPS, at Bad Boy of Scoops.
Okay.
Tweeted a couple hours ago, speaking with multiple NFL owners, I am told that there is a common feeling that the Dolphins head coach Mike McDaniel running up the score on the Broncos was disrespectful to the game of football. The man walked away from the record to not be disrespectful. The man ran the ball in the fourth quarter.
Took out our starters. Hello.
The one passing play, and by the way, the one passing play they did was with the backups against their starters.
Yeah.
Their backups need to get plays in too. They need to get their reps.
Listen,
What do you mean
the
disrespectful?
Dolphins,
Get out of here.
That's
Get outta
right.
here.
And the Dolphins are that team, Steven. You know, everybody's gonna because they can't stand that they were wrong, right? So they gotta find something negative to say about us. And they're searching hard because that is the most ridiculous statement. Most ridiculous. You know, it's not often in the NFL. And by the way, this is the NFL. It's not the little Pee Wee League. This is the NFL. Those guys get paid millions to play the game.
Michael Vila from DolphinsTalk.com, from Dolphins Talk on YouTube, retweeted this and quoted it and said, a guy with 2,000 followers didn't speak to an NFL owner, let alone multiple. He couldn't get a conversation with an owner's personal assistant or secretary.
He couldn't get a conversation with the owner's water boy. It is. Of course it is.
That's funny.
But it's so absurd. Like, this is what you're going to come at us. Don't pay attention to the facts that we just put up 70 points on an NFL team. An NFL team, you know, that has been decent in the past and has decent players. They couldn't get it done. Is it because they're so bad or we're so great? I say we're so great. I mean, that performance. But what do you think about the fact that Buffalo fans have no thought in their mind? None. They keep pointing back to history. Oh, the last nine games, you know, you've only won twice and all this kind of stuff. I'm just wondering, like, why it hasn't occurred to them that maybe they'll win or won't win.
Bitbop says we're saving running up the score for next week.
I love it, Bip.
Here's the thing about Buffalo fans, in my opinion, and then I'll let you get your last thing in so I can get to the next person. But my thing about most Buffalo fans, I don't want to say all Buffalo fans, most Buffalo fans, is they're delusional. And they've been good for the last 3 or 4 years. And the reality of the situation is, yes, did they look good yesterday? Yeah, I guess, against a mediocre team at best. But they should beat those teams if they're that good, right? In that way. They lost to a Jets team that didn't have Aaron Rodgers when he went down.
Exactly.
Josh Allen's been throwing bad passes all over the field for the first few weeks. Didn't do as many yesterday, but that's neither here or there. I'm telling you right now, and I said this last year, I said the Dolphins were the better team last year, but injuries and certain play calling. Tua was great that Saturday night game. In the second game against them, we had beat them in the first game. The second game, in the last 8 minutes, the defensive scheme, horrible, which is why I believe we lost that game, not because of Tua or anything. And the first and the wild card game, we had Skylar Thompson playing, and we still almost won that game. We lost by 3 points and put up 30 plus.
Exactly.
So I
tried making that point, Stephen, to them.
Last year we proved we were the better team, in my opinion.
Mm-hmm.
And I think this year it's going to come to fruition. And I don't think Buffalo, in my opinion, like I try to wait. Like I don't think the game's going to be close. I just don't.
I don't either. And I mean, when you look at it, like everything you just said, so I pointed that out to them, but then they twisted that I'm living in the past, but they asked me about the last 9 games. Is that not living? I mean, just to take every word that you say and you twist it, they literally said that I sounded intoxicated and I sounded privileged. And I'm thinking, this is not talking about football. This is just an attack. So wherever you go, if you go in one of their spaces, man, just be prepared. I don't know if it makes them feel good that they were trying to beat up on a grandmother of 5. I don't know, but it didn't work. I'm still here. I still call them Buffalo, and we still are the Miami Dolphins and the team to beat.
Get him, Miss Pam. All right, Miss Pam, I got to let you go. I love you. Thank you for coming on. You're awesome.
Thanks, Steven. You're awesome back. Love you back. Bye.
Love you too. Bye-bye. All right, Miami Sports Music's #1 Miami fan morning show, Clock Blockers. I'm going to get everybody in who's been patient. Don't go anywhere. I'm going to get you all in. I appreciate y'all being patient. I promised I'd get you all in. All right, let me bring on the next guest, my man, Bruce. Good morning, Bruce.
What up, Stephen D?
What up, Stephen D?
That's my
what
boy.
Up, Bruce? My boy. My boy.
Yo.
What's up?
All I got to say, and I'm going to move it on, Sub-Tua fatality.
Tua fatality. Finish him.
Finish him.
Fatality. Brutal fatality. Finish him.
Listen, when I seen the score to 56, I stopped watching for a while, right? And my daughter came in my room, right? And she was like, if I was you, I would go back and watch the game again. I was like, why? He said, because now it's 63. I said, what? From 63, then it went to 70. I said, this is crazy. I said, I haven't seen nothing like this since the 70s at all.
Look,
70?
Yeah.
It's ridiculous. It's
I never thought we
ridiculous.
could put up that.
Yeah, I didn't think so either. Come on, man.
To be fair, I knew that we had a capable, explosive offense to put up numbers.
Right, true.
But 70 on an NFL team, on an NFL defense? Nope. Didn't think that.
A 50-point lead? That's
We
just
beat them by
massive.
50. 50. And they still had the audacity to it was unbelievable. Okay. That's all I'm saying. Like, it was unbelievable.
And the messed up thing about it, what they should do, if I was the owner, I would go in there right now from the Denver Broncos and start handing out pink slips. Because some people need to be fired.
I agree with the Mad Fanatic, the rapper for the Denver Broncos. I agree. I don't think that Vance Joseph should have a job today. I think he should be pink slip out the door. You give him 70 points? Come on, bro.
Yeah, but you know what, though? Sean Payton deserves this because last year he was talking junk about Tua, talking about he don't see him. He sees him getting benched at the end of the season. He said it out of his mouth. And this is just karma. And then you got the nerve to talk about old boy over there on the Jets. So this is just karma. He gets what he deserves.
I ain't mad at that theory, man. I am not mad at that, Bruce.
You know, but at the end of the day, Steven, I'm glad you're back.
I appreciate it.
And I'm glad your move went well, bro. And salute.
Thank you.
And I'll talk to you, bro. I love you.
Love you too, man. You're the man, Bruce. Thank you
All
so
right.
much.
No doubt, bro.
All right, Miami Sports Music's #1 Miami fan morning show, Clock Blockers. Hit the like button if you haven't done so already. Donate to the channel, help the channel grow. Hey, I'm still waiting for somebody to donate $70 today for the 70 points we put up. $1 a point. Let's go. Let's go. It's only fitting. It's only right. Let's go. All right, let me get my man Cap for Life in here. What's up, Cap? How are you?
Hey, good morning. Good morning, Steven. Good morning, beautiful people. How are you?
I'm feeling real good, man. Life is good right now. What's going on, Cap?
Yeah, man. No, I heard you say something earlier when you were talking to Pamela about somebody like getting butthurt because we ran up the score. I mean, I don't know, man.
Allegedly, some owners were mad that we did that. I don't, take that. That tweet came from somebody with 2,000 followers. Take it for what it's worth.
Yeah, look, and I don't mean to be disrespectful, but I'm gonna be. Those same owners can kiss my ass because when freaking Marino had his last game and Jacksonville started piling in on us 62-7, nobody said anything about disrespect. They kept disrespecting Dan, saying he was old. Well, and you know what, Sean Payton, I think you're getting up there in age too, bro, to open your mouth, pretty much say what you said, and then, all of a sudden act like you don't know what's going on the field when you're getting flambasted. I mean, it was rightfully so and rightfully deserving. So for these owners, it's funny how these owners can freaking listen to something like that, but they won't listen to anything else. But when you're getting handed a 70-point ass kicking, all of a sudden we're running up the score. It's always us. But nobody says anything else about anybody else back in the day when Marino was playing. But all of a sudden, now we're running up the score. Man, you can kiss my ass, bro. If you're going to be a good team, try to stop us. The same way I keep saying every week, bro. If Tua wants to go get it, you go get it. Now, if you want to go get it and put your foot on people's throats in the process, I'm not mad with it, bro. But for people to say we're running up the score when we never even been in this position, they can kiss my ass.
You know, to be fair, we put in our backups in the fourth quarter. Like, it was our backups.
Yeah, bro. Ain't nothing about running
Sorry.
up the score without having, respect. Like, we had respect, bro. We also had running backs that were pounding him on you. That's not our fault that we have good depth in our running game.
We had a rookie quarterback, a rookie running back that, yes, was having a great day. And we had Chris Brooks, too, in there in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, bro. And it's not about to say who told you so and all that stuff at this point. All I'm saying is I want to see more. I need more. Do it again next week. If you do it again next week against Buffalo, bro, I'm going to tell you now, my mouth will get shuttered with a zipper taped to it if you manage to do that.
Well,
but
what I find funny is Tua last year, after he putting up the points in Baltimore, said there was a lot of Tua hate, and they were saying, oh, he won't do it again. Well, we put up a lot of points in week 1 against the Chargers. I think we won that 36-30. I forget what it was.
Yeah, when push comes to shove, we average 35. But in this case, we did it without any hesitation. We did it with ease.
Yeah. And so
yeah, bro. Like, I just want to say this in going, bro. Like, I'm glad the moves you're making, bro. They're gonna benefit you in the long run. Trust me, it's gonna work for you, bro. And all these other moves that are being done right now throughout the Dolphin organization, when people say, oh, they're not listening to you. Why do you always get loud? They're not listening to what the hell you're saying. When your quarterback says, I give the middle finger to those doubters that said the O-line was not doing anything up to par, they're listening. And I know they're listening. And if you are listening, you keep doing it, because if not, this is just going to be nothing but another tease. So I just want that foot on other opponents' throats going forward. Forget about the running up score, what people say. They can kiss my ass when I hear that.
Hey, I ain't mad at you, bro. I ain't mad at you. Anything else before I let you go, Cap?
Yeah, bro. Where's Dalvin Cook at? J.R. Black.
I love you, Cap. Be good.
Easy, my brother.
Oh, my goodness. Y'all are too much. All right, let me bring on the next guest, Shake Money. What's up, Shake? Good morning. It's another beautiful day in Zamunda, according to Shake Money. Shake, where did you go? Come back, Shake. What happened to Shake? Hopefully he'll come back. I hope he does. I hope he comes back. Lone Dolphin, what's up, man? Manny.
Yo, what's up, bro?
How are you?
How do you think?
Amazing.
Amazing is an understatement, man. Let me see. I got a few things about the game, right?
Yep.
Great game. Great start to the season. You know, we're doing amazing. Tua's literally at the same exact spot he was last year. You know what I mean?
Yep.
Got like 8 touchdowns, 2 interceptions, literally the same amount of like 101 attempts to like 90 something completions. Like he's literally exactly where he was at last year, right?
Yep.
So I mean, we're having a good season, but you know, it's still really early. I heard them say something about we're only a 3-win team. You know, so we got a long road ahead of us. I'm afraid to get too excited. It was a great game.
Don't be afraid to get too excited.
No, man, because you already know, bro. It's a long season. It's a long season.
Don't let that Dolphins PTSD come and get you, man. Don't worry. We got this, my guy.
So, what was I gonna say, man? Our defense, bro. Our defense is still. It's a little bit. I mean, we had a good game yesterday, but man, we're gonna have a challenge next week defensively. I'm not saying offensively, because man, honestly, A-Chain, nasty. Raheem Mostert, nasty. People want to talk about how they're fast, bro. They're not just fast; they're fast and strong, man. It was taking the whole team to take down little old A-Chain, bro. Literally every time he had the ball, it was a dog pile on him. There was like 5 at least defensive players tackling him, jumping on him, which leads me to my point. I want to see the Dolphins doing that, bro. I see too many times where, and most notably it's Baker, where when there's 2 people in on a tackle, bro, he slows down and he doesn't get in on the tackle. He like just jogs and watches them tackle him. He needs to get that dog in him. He needs to start running for tackles, play through the whistle, Like, bro, there's too many times I'm seeing Baker out there just jogging, man. Like, I don't know why he's even still out there, to be honest. He made one play yesterday, and people might want to talk about the one play he made. But, bro, he is really – bro, I'm watching –
I think it's easy to criticize certain things of this game, and that's fine. And maybe they're even rightfully need to be criticized.
It's not this game. It's not this game. It's every game since last year,
I hear
bro.
you, but on a game where we had 70 points, I just – like, I can't even get mad at the touchdown that we gave up on special teams.
I'm with you, but like most NFL players and coaches will say, you got to learn from wins too. It wasn't a perfect game, and you still got to find room for improvement.
No, that's facts, but that's for the team. As a fan, I'm like,
hey,
I
man,
can't ask for much more.
As a fan, bro, I'm asking for more, bro. 70 points was good. You know what I mean?
Well, you just like Tyreek was talking about in the press conference. You're just never satisfied, Manny. Just never satisfied.
It's true, bro. Like, I don't know why his effort, man. He's right now, and since last year, I was all about Landon Roberts, and I was talking mad trash about Jerome Baker, and it's carrying over, man. I don't know what's up with him. It's like he's out there thinking about if what he's gonna have for lunch after the game. What's his post game snack gonna be? He's like not in the game. He's not in the game, and honestly, he's making too much damn money to not putting like, bro. Is he even a captain? I don't even know if he's a captain or not. You know what I mean?
Not sure.
And he's possibly the highest paid defensive player we got, maybe besides Jalen Ramsey, I think, or X. But he's up there. He's top. I think he's top 5 on the team for contracts. You know what I mean? Right now, he's making what, like 15 million, something like that, crazy like that, to be jogging.
Right. Yeah.
Bro, why is he jogging out there? Every time I see him, like I'm watching the defense play, and my eyes are just locked on Jerome Baker to see what he's doing. And too many times it's jogging. He'll get in the block. He'll get blocked, and he'll just stay in that block. He's not.
I would tell you, Manny, and I hear everything you're saying. We put up 70 points yesterday. Be happy.
No,
enjoy this.
I'm ecstatic. I love our offense. I don't want to go on a.
But it's
I love the offense
too. I mean, Javon
ever since
Holland.
last year, I've been loving this offense. I love everything that McDaniel's doing. He's making those improvements, like he said he would. His plays that they're coming in a lot faster. Last year, all I saw was him going up to the line with 10 seconds left, barely any time to make any kind of adjustments because they got to get that snap off. Now he's getting back to the line. There's still 20 seconds left on the play clock. He could make whatever kind of adjustments, whatever kind of motion he needs, bro. McDaniel's running the ball. He's more confident. You saw, unfortunately, we didn't get the fourth, but he ran the ball on first down, ran the ball on second down, ran the ball on third down, and ran the ball on fourth down. That's something that he normally doesn't do. So I'm the offense. I got nothing bad to say about the offense. And even the defense, most defensive players are doing good, but man, it's just Jerome Baker, bro. He's just rubbing me the wrong way, man. I can't help but complain about him. Besides that, I mean, everything is great. But that one, man, he's gonna be, you're only as strong as your weakest link sometimes. And Broncos is not a good team. I know we put up the 70 points. They're a bad team.
But we put up 70 points on a bad team, which is what we should do if we're as great as we
perfect.
think we are.
The points we put up is perfect. It's great. And most of our defensive players are playing great with a high effort, running to the ball, having a nose for the ball, making the hits, not waiting to get hit. Like, he's the type of guy, like, if he sees the running back coming at him, instead of going towards him, he'll stand there and wait for him to come.
Yeah.
Bro, pursue the ball carrier.
Anything else before I let you go, Manny?
Shit, man. Congrats on your move, bro. I hope you like where you're staying.
I do.
Thank
you.
Enjoy it, bro. This is a good win. We're gonna get a win next week, and we're gonna.
That's right. We're gonna start out 4-0, baby.
Here's. I don't even think it's a hot take, a bold prediction. It's none of that. We're gonna score more. There's gonna be more games where we're gonna score 50+ points on teams. Easy, bro. Easy. Our offense is
from your mouth to God's ears.
Bro, we're too fast, bro. We're too fast. We're too strong. You know what I mean? People don't want to tackle Raheem Mostert. He's strong, bro. He's a big guy, even A-Chain. He's little but strong, man. And people just don't want to tackle him. They need the help.
All right, man. Let me let you go. I appreciate it, Manny.
Yeah, man. I'll be there. I'll be in the chat talking my shit.
All right, Manny. I love you.
All right, man.
Good. All right. Next up, you know her. She's got an okay morning show. It's not the #1 morning show. Let me stop. It's the #1 morning show. I'm the #1 Miami fan morning show. We'll fight for the title, ladies and gentlemen. Miss Fins.
Oh, sorry. I had to put on my hater block.
You got your hater blockers
I got
on.
the hater block because I knew you were about to say something slick.
You got the hater blockers on.
I had to have the hater blockers on, man. Like, oh Lord, but oh man, God,
What's up? What's good?
First of all, congratulations to the movement. I know we spoke yesterday, man. I'm happy that you guys were able to get what you wanted, and that's always a beautiful thing.
Yep.
And it's the next step.
Very happy here in Mississippi. If anybody is listening and they're in the Mississippi area, you are invited to the crib.
I mean, hey, nothing but the best for you guys and your family, Blessings on blessings on blessings. But man,
blessings on blessings on blessings.
Look at my lap, man. That's lessons on lessons on lessons. That's
what? Miss Finn dropping bars?
I love that song. So let me stop.
Dropping bars?
I'll tell you this. No, man, listen, that game in person live was crazy. But
it was crazy being there live, right? It was crazy.
It was crazy. Shout out to the Misfits family and the Dolphins family. We finally got to 1,000 subscribers, man. Oh God, I almost crashed it when it was happening live, and I was like, I had to pull over. So thank you, guys.
It's a big deal when you get to it. It's a big deal.
It's definitely a big deal. And anybody that's a content creator, the first thousands are like the toughest ones to get. And man, I'm telling you,
now it's a snowball. Now it's having that snowball.
Exactly.
And doing something with it.
Exactly. But no, it's just a blessing. But dude, that stadium was packed to the end. People were thinking people were leaving. They weren't. They were just trying to get some water because it was hot.
It was hot.
They were coming back. And the funny part is the thank you guys in the comment section. The funny part is Broncos fans were wearing their orange jersey. So it was a Dolphins game because you had orange, aqua, and white. Like it was so much fun. You saw them, they were drinking because they needed it. Because my God, it was like we just couldn't believe it. Like I was just telling the guys, I just got off the morning show, and it was like 35 points. I'm like, oh my God, this is so great. And then when I look at the clock and I say, oh my God, it's 2 minutes and 11 seconds. We haven't even made it to the second half. We haven't even made it to the 2-minute warning. Like it was just like, I'm like, how many points can we? I thought, I'm like, how many points can we get today?
My wife at halftime, and shout out to the missus, to my wife.
Shout out to the missus.
She goes, we're putting up 70 today. I was I said, okay. I said,
I called for 50.
I think I said something to the effect of, let's just hang on here.
Okay, calm it down.
Let's slow our roll. I'm excited. You're excited. We're all excited, but slow your roll a little bit. Okay. Just chill. And then 40 came. Okay. All right. I'm telling you, we're going to 70. All right. Hey, shh. Okay. I'm just happy that we went. Then 50 came. Okay. Maybe we can get this.
I got my 50 burger. That's what I call it.
I got my 40 burger. I got my 50 burger. I'm at 2 patties. Okay. All right. We're here. And then 60 came, and I'm like, Tamika's just looking at me.
Let's go.
She's just looking at me. She's like, I'm telling you, we are going to 70. And I was like, we're about to take Tua out of the game. No way that's happening.
No way.
And then I saw the pass from Mike White to Chosen. And out of all the touchdowns yesterday, I screamed more for the Mike White to Robbie Chosen touchdown than I did for any of them.
And that came towards my end zone because I was sitting with Chef Jill, and that was the end zone we were in. So I saw the whole play laid out, their defense, Mike White stepping back, looking at his progression, and then letting it go. And I see that ball going. I didn't even look at who was running the route. And then I looked down and I'm like, it was Robbie. And then I'm like, oh my God, he's about to catch it. Boom, he caught it. And then he
South
made
Florida boys, a couple of South Florida boys.
He made Pat Surtain run 40 yards from one side
Patrick
of the
Surtain called up his
to
dad.
the other side on the 1 yard line, guys. You realize that he was trolling him the whole time?
Patrick
on
Surtain,
the 1 yard line.
Patrick
across
Surtain
the
called up his
entire-
dad after the game and said, "Hey, Pops,
Get me to the Dolphins.
give me to the Dolphins, okay? I want to be like you, Pops." Hey, a lot of people didn't see. Go look on Twitter. Patrick Surtain pregame was wearing a Miami Dolphins shirt with his dad and that defense of Jason Taylor, Zach Thomas, his dad, Sam Madison.
My favorite
on it.
defense.
Yeah,
That was my
and
favorite
so
defense.
Brock Marion, shout out to that defense, crazy defense. But yeah, he was wearing that, and I said when I saw it, I said, "Give me 24 months, he will be a Dolphin. Give me 2 years. Might not happen this year, might not happen next year, but he's going to be a Dolphin within 2 years."
You never know, because if the Broncos are out here trying to sell the farm
Hey,
and really tank for Caleb,
hey,
because that's what I'm hearing. Maybe they
hey,
might want to let go of him.
hey,
They might want to let go of him for
this
the cheap
Fitz.
Lolo.
Hey, and their all pro offensive lineman was in the locker room in the post game talking about, you know, I've been here for 7 years, and I'm sick of losing. That's all we do here in my 7 years is just lose.
He straight up said that.
And I was like, I said, bro, it's getting bad.
If
It's
you
getting
didn't-
bad in Denver.
Listen to me. If someone doesn't get fired in Denver by the end of like today, no later than tomorrow, to that
Steven,
I'm
yesterday
sorry, but
we wore for the first time all white uniforms with all socks. Has to be official, all white drip from now on. Bro, they was clean. They looked clean yesterday. Them white jerseys is fire. Fire.
God, I'm telling you right now, don't be.
Shout out for
they
the
might-
$5 donation.
Yeah,
I'm still waiting for the $70 donation for the 70 points today, by the way.
Oh my God, that'd be
super I know.
Somebody,
I'm like, just give me
let's
one.
get Stephen D that $70 donation,
I
guys.
just won. Like, come on, it's 7. They score. It's Victory Monday, baby.
You know what? And let's make it a Cash App or whatever else you got.
PayPal.
Let's make it a PayPal. There you go. Cash App or PayPal. Just give it to him. Well, I don't know which one it is. It MSM, right? MSM Sports or whatever. There you go. Do the Cash App. Do the PayPal. Let's donate the $70 so he can get 100% of that and put it towards the channel. Let's do that. Let's do that, because right
Yeah,
now,
because I need to get like a whole new desk in here. This is so I'm still so by the way, this is like nothing's on the walls. Yeah, I gotta redo this whole room.
of course.
This is like my $20 desk because the desk
Oh,
I
wow.
thought I was gonna get became out of stock, and they said they lost the shipment and can't redo it. So I don't know what I'm gonna do for a desk.
Well, that's a bummer. Hey,
So I went on Facebook Marketplace and spent $20 on this. but it
Facebook
shakes.
Marketplace. You better
But it
check. 'Cause
shakes.
Sometimes you
I
can
gotta
get
I
it,
gotta
you
get
know?
like a real desk in here. But
Yeah, man. It was yesterday was awesome. The atmosphere was great. But the funny part is, and people might not tell you this, man, but towards the end when we didn't score those 3 points, people were pissed.
yeah, they were for about 5 minutes.
It deflated the stadium. Nah, man, for more than 5 minutes, but it deflated the stadium because it would have been the cherry on top to go for the record. You know what I mean? I
It would've been-
understand
it
why
would've-
we didn't.
From a fan perspective, it would have been dope. Yes, I agree.
As a fan.
But I understood why McDaniel didn't go for it. I
But my
got it.
thing is, listen, every other team would have done it. Every other team. You telling me nobody told them the record was? Come on, man. Every other team would have done it.
I think that Belichick. would've
Sean
done it.
Payton said he should have done it, and he was getting whooped by 50. You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
I
He's like,
get it.
what's 3 more points? You already put up 70 on us. Just go get it.
Yeah, you might as well.
You
When
just
are
go-
you gonna? let's be real, Steven. When are we gonna see this again?
Maybe never.
1966.
Yes.
How many years is that? 50-something years.
No. Yeah.
And the
Yeah, that
full
sounds right.
record was 1940. And then you had one of the strongest dynasties in the Patriots who never even came close to that.
I know.
The most points I'd ever seen was the Bills when they dropped 53 on us. Like, you're not seeing 10 touchdowns. It's not going to happen, guys. You're not going to see that again.
Belichick would have done it. I'm convinced that Bill Belichick would have done it.
Every other.
I don't know about every other coach.
Every other coach would have done.
I'm telling you, I'm convinced Belichick would have. Belichick would have.
Every other coach would have. You cannot tell me a team that wouldn't have.
But I ain't mad at it. It's Mike, as Von Joe has dubbed the Mike the Merciful.
Oh, actually, that's not bad. But we can't be holier than thou either. Okay, come on, man. Let's be for real. This is a game of gladiators going every single week against each other. And guess what? Take it to Canton, bro. Take it to Canton.
Well, that's why I like baseball, because baseball is all about records, and it's about records being broken. And in most people, don't. Sorry, I'm just trying to.
I get it, man. I know you're super busy. Guys, do me a favor while he's there. Take the time. Let's get Stephen D. No, because I know you're busy. Let's get him to 15,000 subscribers, guys. So let's subscribe. Let's hit the like
Actually,
button.
I'm at 10,915. I am what, 80? I'm
85 away. Let's get
85
let's
away
get
from
to
11,000 subscribers.
Let's get 85 more subs. Let's get him to 11,000. We can do it as a fan base. Let's make it happen, guys. Because this man right here puts so much work into this. And if you're a content creator, you know exactly what I mean. And it's a lot of blood, literally sweat and tears. Yeah. And sometimes a lot more tears and sweat than anything else. And it's time. We will never get this time back. Time is money. Time is the most expensive thing on earth, because we'll never get it back. And the fact that you spend so much time doing this show, getting ready for the show, all content creators, you know what I mean? You gotta show the love, and it's free to like, share, and subscribe, guys.
Doesn't cost a thing.
Doesn't cost a thing. So let's sub and let's do it for Stephen D.
Miss Fins, I love you. You're the best. Be good. Be awesome. I want to see you back on my show more often.
Absolutely, man. Absolutely. If I get the time, you know, I definitely will. And Sarney still owns me, Mr. I left Jalen Waddle 12 miles away. I'm like, bro, like you had one job, was to get me little Jalen. And he forgot.
How dare he? He messed up Von Joe's glasses, and he's messing up your thing. You know what? Jason, you're on everybody's crap list right now. Okay.
But guys, thank you so much for the love. You guys are amazing. Guys, we dropped 10 tutties. 10 tutties. We just dropped. It's just love it, enjoy it, but let's keep the eye on the prize, which is Super Bowl. Hold on, I gotta say, because I love this.
When you say Miami,
you're talking Super Bowls.
Because
we're on the air, we're on the ground. We're always in control.
But when you say Miami,
you're talking Super Bowls, baby. Super Bowls. And right now we're on to the Bills, and let's go.
The Bills. Nobody plays horrible football like the Buffalo Bills.
Thank you, guys. Fins up and take care.
Fins up. All right, I got one more person in the back. He's from Zamunda. I'm wondering if it's another beautiful day there. Ladies and gentlemen, Shake Money.
What's going on? How you doing?
What's up, my guy?
Yeah, man. Another beautiful day in Zamunda. I'm at home for lunch, so my camera's the other way around. Let me fix my camera real quick. So how you doing?
Man, I am exhausted, tired. Been up early this morning. Was up late last night watching well, I've so since I've moved in, I haven't been able to catch up on like any of my shows. So I was trying to catch up on Billions last night. Big Billions fan. That's my show right now. But yeah, man, it was amazing yesterday. It was absolutely amazing. Couldn't believe what I witnessed and saw. Thought it was crazy. Thought it was unreal. Thought it was, yeah, just it wasn't. No way that happened in real life. That's Madden stuff. No way it happens. That's an NFL football team on the other side of the field.
Yeah,
they should not. Their players should be good enough that they don't do that, no matter how good the other side is.
I agree with you. I was calling the game yesterday with El Capitan, and we were talking about how it must Tua must feel like he's back in Alabama.
I don't even
with
think
that score.
he felt like this in Alabama.
I'm sure,
dude.
He put up 70 points.
In Alabama. He was a spoke in the wheel, right?
Mm-hmm.
And that wheel is always turning in Alabama. He was just another spoke in the wheel that just allowed that wheel to keep on turning.
Mm-hmm.
And as soon as he was gone, somebody else came in, Mac Jones, right? Wack Jones. And then after Wack Jones left, somebody else came in. And before Tua was there was Jalen Hurts. And before Jalen Hurts, there's A.J. McCarron and whoever, right? That Alabama wheel keeps on turning no matter who's there. So with that being said, Shake, he's never, like, even when he was at Alabama, he was a product of a system that ultimately is one of the best in all of college football. And college football in itself, I think I said that right. I probably did.
Yeah.
In on itself.
Yeah.
Is an
Something like that.
Is an imperfect system because you can only play teams that have so many players. Of NFL caliber. SEC football is great, but even SEC teams, there's some of them that are just not good, right? Even though they're in the SEC. So with that being said, you can't replicate the NFL. It can't be done.
Nope.
And in Tua's first 2 years, he had a coach that he didn't believe in him, didn't think that he could elevate the team or the game to another level.
Mm-hmm.
Now, to be fair, my biggest problem with Flores, and I don't want to get into the Flores conversation, but for the sake of the discussion and what I'm trying to get at is Flores is a defensive-minded coach. He's not an offensive-minded person.
Yeah.
And he never brought in somebody of his caliber on the offensive side to help him elevate his game, right?
Mm-hmm.
The smart thing that I always loved about McDaniel is, and this was even proven, he said he came in day one and wanted Fangio because Fangio is like he is on offense on the defensive side of the ball. He wanted somebody that had that defensive precision on how to do it. Now, I still think the defense is getting better and it's evolving and it's learning a new system and players are finding themselves within the system. And there might not be the perfect personnel yet for the system that he wants to do, but I think that'll get better as this year goes. And as next year comes, that defense, I think, will be better. I say all that to say this, though, Shake. I look around this team, the second year of an offense in Mike McDaniel, who understood the mistakes that he made in year one and says, oh, snap, here I go. I got this I have this great system, and I did things last year that I maybe should have stuck with the run more. Or maybe I should have done this. So what do I need to do to improve that? Well, number one, I want to get the running back that I want. Boom, first draft pick, you go out and get Devon Achane. Now I got a running back that I really like that I think it worked very well for my system, right? Raheem Mostert gets fully healthy. We already know the reason he came in is because he's got this unbelievable speed. And so you look around and you say to yourself, well, now I got Jalen Waddle, I got Tyreek Hill, and I got all this other speed here. This has been an offense that's predicated and built on one thing, in my opinion, and that is speed. And speed can't be taught. You can't defend speed. It is speed. It just can't be
It can't be. You cannot play against speed.
Yeah.
You cannot beat speed. And we have a 4x40 track team, an Olympic track team on offense. Let's call it what it is. It's the fastest team in the NFL and maybe NFL history. So
yeah. Well, the one thought I have too, the one thing I have too that I've seen him improve on, and this is my guess, is the fact that look, you fired Applebaum. Applebaum wasn't a bad offensive line coach, but he was taking away. He probably came in last year thinking, I'm gonna run the offense like Kyle Shanahan runs the offense, knowing, not knowing that Kyle Shanahan has been running offense for years. This is his first offense that he's running, and realize, you know what? I know Kyle Shanahan can do it by himself, but I can't do it by myself. So I'm gonna bring in Butch Berry so I could get more help from Frank Smith, and I think he's doing more of a collective run the offense as a collective unit versus him trying to do everything by himself.
I'm so glad that you said that, Shake, because you hit the nail on the head. The thing you got to love about McDaniel is he's not afraid to say, hey, I screwed up. I made the mistake, right? And for all intents and purposes, Matt Applebaum was the wrong decision because and it was too late to make a change in the middle of the year. You really couldn't do it. And now you have your offensive coordinator sitting in the offensive line room because you don't trust the offensive line coach to execute the precision of the offense that you're trying to do. Well, now you don't have that problem in Butch Berry. Everybody said there's red flags from him coming from Denver. Well, here's the reality of the situation, ladies and gentlemen. He was with him in San Francisco. He knew what Butch Berry was capable of. He trusted Butch Berry's instincts. He already had a relationship with him. So now he can be in a room with Frank Smith and not have this in the back of his mind of saying, I wonder what's going on in the offensive line room right now. I wonder, are they going to be able to execute what I really need to do?
Yeah.
Ladies and gentlemen, Tua's been touched a total of 5 times this year? 1 sack, 4 touches. He's been touched a total of 5 times in general. He's making smart decisions. He's getting rid of the football. The offensive line is creating holes to allow a rookie running back to get over 200 yards in a game. The offensive line is amazing, and Butch Berry is a huge part of that. And you know who brought Butch Berry in? Mike McDaniel. And he had to stand up and say, I made a mistake with Applebaum. Let me go ahead and correct that. And he did.
I agree. And he's also correcting the mistake where, I need where he's not too proud to say I need help. And you know what? This needs to be a collective team instead of me trying to do everything by myself. You've seen it when the clock management has been 10 times better, and the timing of the plays have been better. Also, I want to point out too the fact that everybody and in a way, I know Sean Payton has karma for calling out Nathaniel Hackett, but let's be honest, without Aaron Rodgers, what is Nathaniel Hackett doing in New York?
I can't give you an answer.
So at the end of the day, was it really Butch Berry or was it Nathaniel Hackett's incompetent play calling? Listen, I was watching all Dolphins podcast with Omar and Omar and Poupard. Yeah. And Benjamin Albright was there. And he said that the people in the stands had to count down the play clock, so they wanted to get a delay of game.
Who, Denver?
Yeah, Denver's crowd had to count down the play clock.
To be fair, we were doing that last year, though.
Yeah, but I understand, but still, not as much as Denver was.
No, but we also made it a priority to execute better on that this year, and we have tremendously.
Oh yeah,
and I think it's part of the reason that you're seeing the pre-snap motions. You're seeing the execution of this offense that just looks absolutely insane. Brian Baldinger did a great. I already referenced this, but I'll reference another point of what he did. He showed three of the same running plays on the same drive. They did the same play 3 times. Denver couldn't stop it. The offensive line was executing at such a great factor that they ran the same play 3 times on a drive, and Denver couldn't stop it. They knew it was coming. By the 3rd time, they knew what the play was the 3rd time. Still couldn't stop it. And A-Chain went in for the score. It's when you have a team that you know what they're running and the defense still can't stop it, man, that's great. That's amazing. That's good stuff.
Oh man! By the way, man, I'm getting my laptop fixed today, so I'm not getting fixed, but I'm gonna try to get it fixed because man, that would have been so good if I was there yesterday, but unfortunately, my freaking laptop was broken.
Hey man, look,
it is what it is. I know.
Hey, dude, I love you. You're the man,
Yeah,
bro.
same. I appreciate you. No, I appreciate you for the opportunity though last week, and by the way, I am gonna be at the via Batman because he sold me his tickets, whatever. Take one of his extra ticket. I'm gonna be at the Giants game. Okay. I'm gonna be at the Carolina game, and I'm gonna be at the Buffalo game.
The Giants game. You think you have all your equipment by then?
Yeah, I should. Yeah.
All right, we'll talk.
All right, cool. All right, man.
I don't know if I'm coming to that or not. I'm gonna try to, but I don't know. We'll see.
Yeah, but I'll definitely be there for sure. I'll have everything done. If not, I'll just we'll talk.
All right.
Sure.
But I love you, bro. Be good.
Same here, man. And I appreciate for letting me substitute Monday. I much appreciate it, and I gotta get you on the Smoke Lounge one of these days, man.
Hey, man, I'm ready. I'm ready to go. If you ever want me on your channel, if you're listening, anybody, just hit me up. You might have to hit me up 2 or 3 times, but I'll come on. Shake will tell you. Just
Trust me, you were in the blender with me. You were in the blender with me, and I appreciate. Yeah. I'm always gonna be appreciative of that. But anyway, fins up. I'm glad we got the win, and peace out.
Peace out, man. All right, Miami Sports Music's #1 Miami fan morning show, Clock Blockers, right here on the Miami Sports Music Podcast Network. What a great show today. If you guys enjoyed the show, donate to the channel. It helps the channel grow. Your donations allow me to do the show on a Monday through Friday basis. It supports the family. It supports me paying for the equipment that I use and the fees and everything. And it's a big deal. And I want to be able to do this on a regular basis. So even if it's $1, it goes such a long way. If you can't donate, you can do other things to support the channel by hitting the like button, sharing, letting people know that we're here, telling people to subscribe to the channel. We're 85 subscribers away currently from 11,000, and we only grow with your help. So anything that you can do, whether it's monetary or whether it's just spreading the word about us, please do it if you're able to, because it helps, and it's the only way we're going to get bigger. I want to thank everybody who came on the show this morning, all the listeners, all the callers, all the YouTubers, all the fans. This is a network that's made for the fans by a fan, and that's what this is all about. So this is crowd moved, and I love doing this. I want to give a big special shout out again one more time to William Perry. Thank you so much, brother, for coming in to help me and my family get settled in here in Mississippi. And I want to give a big shout out to everybody that went out and tailgated and did the games yesterday. It was a lot of fun. It sounded like you guys had a good time. And, hopefully I'll be there next time. If not, I'll definitely be there for the out-of-town fan club game. If you guys want to get your tickets to the Philly Finvasion, one more week of the game tickets will be on sale. And then we're going to put a stop on the game tickets. So that way that those are taken care of. If you bought tickets for the Philly Finvasion, tickets will be given out we work through a ticket broker, not through a third-party ticket site, regular ticket site where people post. We work through a straight ticket broker that is in contact with the teams, and then those tickets get released 48 hours or 72 hours before the game, and then you guys will get it 48 hours before kickoff. So it's a little bit differently. It's odd, but I've seen it work. It works. I know it works because I've seen it. So I trust the process, and I trust Less is More Events who we're working with it, and it's good stuff. So I know it's a little bit different, but I promise you it's just how they work with the ticket brokers and the teams and everything. So I hope you all enjoyed the show today. Hit the like button. It was a lot of fun. Tomorrow's Tuesday. Hope to have DJ Genesis on with me. And then Wednesday's Wildin' Out Wednesday. Thursday, I hope to have Cameron and Tamaris. And Friday is Jason Sarney. We'll see you all tomorrow right here on Clock Blockers, the #1 Miami fan morning show. Peace.
Switch it up, now we improvise. Go to get in the winter collar. Whole squad been trained to go. Fence for life, we throw the foe. Singing this just to welcome bro. To a time, to a time. Time to grind, time to shine. To a time, to a time. To a time, to a time. To a time, to a time. Time to grind, time to shine. To a time, to a time. To a time, to a time. My